Good afternoon, everyone.
And we're live.
And we're live. Good afternoon. Talk of All Trades, episode 11. We are joined today by with Amanda Burk.
Hello.
With Raise the Woof. Am I saying it right? I've been saying it.
Like woof, woof.
I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Raise the Woof.
Yep, you got it.
Dog training. And so she's here to talk to us about her journey into that and how she came to do that. Of course, okay, so a little backstory. Good friends with Amanda since like single digits, man.
Brother from another mother.
Yeah, sister from another mister. So, I mean, we grew up together. So I know her affinity for, dogs, her love of dogs. And so I kind of know and have seen her grow to where she's at now. But I would like for her to, I don't know, I guess say it in your own words, share your story.
Sure.
Let everybody know exactly how you came to do, what it is that you do.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank y'all for having me. It's great to be here with you. This is my first podcast ever, and apparently I'm the first woman on Talk of All Trades.
Yep.
So,
making history.
Ladies, this one's for you. All right. So it was a rainy day back in June 1989. It really was. It was flooding. So first kind of love for dogs, model of love for dogs, or model of a dog lover,
right,
is my grandma. So my grandma Dottie, she is a lover of dogs, especially black labs.
Yes,
some reason black labs are the one that she went for. So she's really the first person I remember. Man, she really loves dogs. She has these like the little throw pillow that says I love dogs more than people,
right?
And I think maybe for the first couple years of my life, I might have thought I was a dog because I was crawling on the floor on all fours like the dog.
Right.
And I probably drank out of the water bowl with the dog. But Grandma was the first inspiration and kind of like what, I maybe referred back to when I thought of myself as like, where did I get this love from?
Right,
and it was Grandma. And we always had dogs growing up and always loved them. Then, fast forward a couple years, we started having a lot of strays in the Sagemont area where I grew up, where we all grew up.
Yep.
And my sister and I felt like, because it happened so often, we felt like they knew. Like the dogs somehow communicated with each other, which they do communicate with each other. But it was like they sent out a signal, go to this house. They'll take care of you. They'll give you a bath. They'll give you some food, and find you a home.
Wait, so these were strays that were coming to your house?
Yeah, they just happened.
From the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the question rises, like, did people know that that's what we did? And would they just drop them off? And maybe they did. Regardless, like, we would help any dog that we saw.
Right.
And then my sister started working at an actual shelter, doing, the work and paid for it. Mm-hmm. And the idea with my sister and I was always, like, we're going to save them all,
right.
And we're going to eventually have this sanctuary, and we're going to have this place where all the dogs can come and all the people can come and everybody will be happy. And it's just like this beautiful image of us like on this farm and frolicking through
and dogs everywhere.
With all the dogs.
Yeah.
And everybody gets along. And so it started out just the love for dogs, and then doing rescue work individually, just my sister and I, and then
because you also worked at the rescue center with your sister for a little bit.
I
didn't
volunteered.
You?
I didn't ever get paid to work there, but I definitely was there a lot. So she was at South Houston Animal Shelter. She worked there for about 15 years, and in the beginning, she just called me one day and she's like, sis, because I've always been a little bit better at the training side.
Yes.
Bridget's like the dog with the dogs. Like, she's like, we're going to be bad together. And I'm like, Bridget, like, you're encouraging bad behavior. And she's like, structure, what is that? You know?
Right.
So I was always the more, like, strict parent. She was like, the fun dad, and I was the strict mom.
Oh, yeah. That's the dynamic.
Yeah. So she asked me to come help her just to train some of the dogs at the shelter.
Okay.
Just to get them adopted, like show people that they can sit and that they can learn and they can walk on a leash.
That's huge, by the way.
Yeah, because it helps. You know, people don't want to adopt a dog that's just like
rambunctious and wild.
Yeah, or just in a corner scared. You know, there's the two ends of the spectrum. One dog is like barking at you crazy. No one wants that dog.
Right.
I mean, some people that are like, oh, I see it. You know.
Yeah.
They're just scared. So she wanted me to help, like, just kind of socialize them, teach them how to do a couple different tricks that were fun, like,
Shake, maybe.
Ripley knows how to shake, or
Yeah.
high five, or whatever. It would be like the awe factor, like, oh my god, we're gonna get this dog Ripley because he can roll over, or he plays dead.
And did you see that like those dogs that were trained and were trainable, they did get adopted more often than others?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially the ones that could walk on a leash, because when people go to the shelter to get a dog, they're going to bring the dog out.
Yes.
And the dogs that could come out and they weren't just like pulling Bridget down
Right.
were the ones that people were more interested
That's
in.
awesome. That's
Absolutely.
awesome. So then you honestly, that's like a huge service. Obviously, was the shelter a kill shelter or no kill shelter?
It was a no-kill shelter.
Oh, that's good
I don't
news,
know about it
but-
now. It's been a few years since Bridget left
Yeah,
the
yeah,
shelter.
yeah.
But it was a no-kill shelter. They had backing from Saving Pets Lives charity.
Right.
So they made sure that the dogs were good.
Yeah. So I mean, I can honestly, or could obviously see where training a dog, especially at a kill shelter, you know what I mean, and getting those dogs saved,
the pressure.
basically saved, and getting them in a home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's huge. So
Yeah.
from there, that's where you got the training aspect. You started to hone your skills on training.
Right.
Where did it develop from that point?
Yeah. So as I said, I wasn't getting paid. I was there volunteering.
Right.
So I had a lot of feedback from people like, oh, wow, how did you do that?
Right.
Hold on. Like, wait, what? We've had this dog here at the shelter for however long, 2 years or whatever. And
Sure.
we can't walk him on a leash, and you're walking this dog now.
Yeah.
What the heck?
You're like a
I
dog
don't-
whisperer.
Yeah. And so I was like, I kept getting more and more of that feedback, and I was like, man, I should really get paid for this.
Yeah, right.
Of course I love devoting my time, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
also like getting paid for my time. So
Yeah, no doubt.
that's kind of when the light bulb, I guess, went off, where I was like, yeah, you know what? I actually have kind of a skill for this. I should really try and do this full time. And then I found a mentor.
Who was your mentor? I remember that, but who was the mentor?
Her name's Nancy.
That's right.
And
That's
so what I did was, once I kind of had that aha moment, I went out to the interwebs and Googled like best dog trainers in Houston.
Yeah.
And I'm DMing all of them like, hey, my name's Amanda. This is my goal. I want to be a dog trainer. I really want to have this sanctuary for dogs and,
Right.
train service dogs, or, that was my main thing at that time, is that I really wanted to train service dogs. And I still
Right.
do. I don't do that yet, but it is still one of those things I want to do and that I'm going to do.
Sure.
So, I just reached out to like 30 people in Houston, and Nancy is one of the few that I really vibed with. And I met her. She is very scientific, analytical. Like, she gave me the game, basically.
Right on.
Yeah. And then I got an apprenticeship with her where I just shadowed her, and she gave me homework. She gave me books to read, and I just like dived into learning everything I could about dog training, because I thought about like, okay, am I going to be a vet tech? Am I going to be a vet? Am I going to do shelter work? Like, where I knew I wanted to work with dogs, I just didn't know how.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking about going back to the charity and to the rescue thing, but I'm like, how can I make change if it's nonprofit? Like, I need money,
Yeah, you got to eat.
Well, not only that, I could make an honest living just working at a shelter.
Oh, you can? Okay.
But how could I expand? Like, how could I get to the next level? How could I actually help more dogs, like maybe globally, nationally?
Oh.
How could I get further? Like, I didn't want to think small. I've always been,
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
I'm
for
like
sure.
big dreams.
Big dreams.
Oh, I'm gonna go across the country by myself, and you're
Right.
like, hey, like, hold on a
Yeah,
minute. I'm like, nope, I don't care.
She's going.
I'm going.
She was gonna move to Thailand not that long ago.
Yeah.
I think
that.
I think Raise the Woof has kind of grounded her a little
It
bit,
has.
and so I'm selfish. I'm thankful for that.
Right.
So I'm just being selfish because I don't want to see my best friend fly away, quite literally. But Woof, Raise the Woof. Sorry, there I go again with that Woof.
It's okay.
I can't help it. Anyhow.
Everybody does it.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to distract you. So
All good.
you wanted to see how you can, reach and help dogs on a larger scale beyond
Yeah.
that. So the dog training was going to be that for you, or as you're mentoring with Nancy, is that when you realized that was going to?
No.
No,
So
okay.
like I saw that calling, I saw that skill, but I still doubted it. Because that was like 2016 with Nancy.
Okay.
And between 2016 and now, I have had other jobs.
Right.
he knows me, you know me.
Right.
I've always been in school, and I've always had like 2 jobs, sometimes 3.
Right.
So I've always been like a hustler. I've always been grinding. My mom tells me I need to stop. You know, your
Take a
candle's
break.
burning at
Yeah,
both
both
ends.
ends.
And I'm just like, Mom, I got goals,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. You know, no other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just was like, well, that won't work. I had that doubt, you know, like, it's not gonna work for me. How could I make money doing dog training? And, you know, I just didn't really believe in it. And so I just kept doing my grind. Like, I was on the grind, kept working, kept doing other things. You know, I was going to school, I was working a job, and then I was doing the apprenticeship with Nancy.
Right.
So, you know, basically 3 jobs. One of them I'm not getting paid for.
Sure.
She paid me when she could, but I think also seeing that she couldn't really pay me that much was also a doubt. Like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, well, you know, she's someone who's been doing this for 30 years.
Yeah.
Am I going to be able to make money doing this?
Right.
And so I had all this doubt, and so I just kind of put my nose back down and was like, you know, those pipe dreams,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. You
Yeah.
know? And so I just kept grinding, and then I was faced with the pandemic, and it hit us all differently, but
Sure.
it hit all of us, you know,
Right.
in different ways. And I lost my job, and I was online looking at all the descriptions of job descriptions, and I was like, nope, like on Tinder. Swipe left,
Yeah, yeah,
swipe
yeah.
left, swipe left, you know? And so I was like,
A Tinder for jobs,
Dude, that should be. Yeah. You
I mean, I
match.
think that's Indeed.com.
pretty much. But
Yeah, but
Or
the
LinkedIn.
actual.
Swipe.
But the actual.
It would give it more drama. Like,
Right.
oh,
Yeah.
no, are you going to clean no toilet?
right, and they
Heck
can do it
no.
to you too. They could look for applicants.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're like,
well, that's how it's supposed to happen. They're
Yeah.
supposed to match, so
Yeah.
that's how it would have to go. The employer would have to also see. So it'd be like a combination of Indeed and LinkedIn all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, but yeah, sorry, didn't mean to distract you. So going through all the jobs during the pandemic, you're like, nope, I'm not cleaning toilets.
Nope.
Not washing
I
dishes.
didn't like any of it. And
Yeah.
I had worked in the corporate world, and like I always struggled with like the disconnect between the management and the employees,
Right.
and how it was like an us and them mentality.
Oh, it's very much so
I
that.
just didn't vibe with that, because I'm a connected person.
Right.
You know, I don't meet people and it's just a coincidence. It's always something that, like, if I talk to that person long enough, I find that reason, or maybe a month later, or a year later, or 10 years later, I'm like, man, I never would have done that if I wouldn't have had that 5-minute conversation with whatever that guy's name was I met outside of a restaurant in Thailand. You know what I mean? Like, I'm that person.
Yeah.
I have friends that are like, man, don't talk to that person. Like,
Right.
keep walking.
Yeah.
You know, don't give them money.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just,
That makes sense though, because
I get it.
Yeah, that's just you as a person.
It's just who
that's
I
how you've
am.
always been. It makes sense, you know, that connection you have with dogs. It translates into your actual interactions with humans.
yeah, I
You know?
gotta see, I gotta meet every dog I see.
Yeah,
I mean, you
yeah.
should have seen me in Norway, where like in Norway that is so different. People don't like just talk to strangers. And I'm like, every stranger I see with a dog, I'm like, oh my God, your dog is so cute. And these people are like, do I know you? Because
Yeah,
it's
who
just
are you?
their
Why
way
you
of
come-
being respectful. Like,
Yeah.
not that they're cold people. Well,
No.
it is cold there.
It's cold
but,
there.
they just like their way of being respectful is giving you your space.
Yes, like a good neighbor, stay over there.
Yeah, exactly. They were social distancing before that was
Yeah.
even a thing. Yeah. So,
right on.
yeah, just being connected with people in that like corporate world just felt so fake.
Yeah, right.
And just not that everyone in corporate's fake.
No,
you know,
I
there's
understand that.
great people everywhere.
Of course.
But it just didn't vibe with me as a person,
Yeah.
and I was tired of having to put this mask on every day. Like, I just want to be myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and how can I tell other people, you know, just be yourself, believe in yourself, be your authentic self if
You're not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
Right.
So
then you made the decision there in 2020. I'm doing raise the woof.
Yeah.
Woof. God dang it.
yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Just bark when you say
Yeah,
it. Just
raise
be
the-
like, raise the woof.
Woof.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Not roof, but woof.
Woof. I'm gonna mess that up too.
It's like a muted bark. Woof. It's okay.
But you decided right then and there. I'm doing it.
Not right then and there. You know,
Okay.
it still took some encouragement, right?
Sure,
Because
sure.
anytime you're changing your life, you know, you're changing a whole direction to a new thing. Like, I don't know, for me, it's always a little resistance. There's always a little push and pull. Like, I got to do it. Am I going to be able to do it? It's like the imposter syndrome.
Man, that's wild.
Yeah, but at the time I lived with my friend Elo, Stay Gold Cosmetics. She is a microblading artist, tattoo artist, cosmetic tattoo artist. She had started her business a year prior to like when this was happening.
Okay.
And this full year, while she's my roommate,
Yeah.
she's, blood, sweat, and tears trying to start this business in the middle of a pandemic.
Right.
And I see her grinding, and I'm like, every time, passing through the kitchen to go get my coffee, you got this, keep practicing, you got it. Like, I'm her hype man.
Right.
Her hype manda. And she's like, at this point, she sees me with these job descriptions. She sees me like slamming the laptop shut, like, whatever.
Yeah, and
I'll just sell feet pics. I don't know.
Let me get a grinder.
Only feet.
Yeah. So I was like, she was like, Amanda, start your dog training business.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but she's like, stop it.
Yep.
And I think she even like put her finger on my mouth one time, like, shh.
Yeah.
You got to do it. Like, did I just get lipstick everywhere on my face? Hopefully not.
What? No.
Yeah.
If I did,
No,
you
you're
know
good.
why.
You're good. You're good.
So she kind of pushed me. She was
Yeah.
that little extra push I needed.
Dude, shout out to Elo.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Elo's the best.
What's your company called?
Stay Gold Cosmetic Tattooing.
Gold yeah.
She does microblading eyebrows, which is tattooed eyebrows, but it's a little different. It's not the machine. It's hand, like one needle. Let her explain it too.
Sure. No, dude, we'll love to have her on.
She'd be
one
great
day.
to have here.
Yeah.
She's a wonderful. So
Yeah.
she's so
Oh, yeah.
charismatic. She's
oh,
fun.
yeah. She'd be a lot of fun to have on the cast.
Yes.
For sure. So,
Yeah.
so she's the one who finally convinced you.
Gave me
That's
that
enough.
push.
That's the push
Pushed
you
me.
needed. Mm-hmm. All right. Got
And
it.
so then it was like, okay, I'm doing it. Mm-hmm. And then I'm sitting in front of the computer like, what do I do first?
Where'd I go? Yeah.
So as some people I'm sure know, so a lot of people probably don't know, but like dog training is not a regulated industry. Like you go to the DPS to get a driver's license,
Yeah.
to get your license.
Right,
There's
right.
no DPS for dog training. There are certification bodies that
Yeah.
are like
Probably for service dogs, I imagine.
for all different types. Like there
Okay.
is a certification for professional dog trainers, CCPDT.
Okay.
Professional dog trainer. I always have to like go
Yeah.
back over it. There's that where you can get certified as a professional dog trainer through this company or this
Right.
organization.
Right.
So there's organizations you can do that from, but there's not one like nationally recognized or even globally recognized like this is the legit dog trainer.
And why
Because-
would somebody choose to go get certified with that particular organization? Like, what benefits does that have?
Just your legitimacy. So like with CCPDT, you have to have, I believe it's 300 hours of training that you've done, and then you have to pass the test. So I've done that, but I haven't passed the test yet. I didn't fail. I haven't taken the test. So, that's something that I'm doing right now. My log is done. I've trained at least 1,500 hours. So I have enough hours.
Yes, you definitely have
It's
the
just
hours.
a matter of going and doing it.
Okay.
But it gives the credibility. It gives more credibility. It's like just looks better on your resume to have it.
Yeah. Get a little card, flash a card that you look.
Or
Yeah, you get a little
I'm certified.
little letters after your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then there's a fear-free certification that's also in the works. So everyone from here on out, once we're all certified,
Yes.
everyone that's hired after that will be certified that works with me. So
it.
I have myself and 2 other trainers. I'm kind of skipping ahead here, but
no, that's cool.
for us, I want everyone CCPDT
Right.
certified and fear-free certified.
And that's because you, well, like you said, when you started this, you said like the industry isn't really regulated,
Right.
So you were like, hang on, I want to get us certified
Legit.
and make us legit.
Yeah.
So because like I could start a dog training company,
Literally.
with nothing.
You could go get you a business card and be
Yeah.
like, I'm Thomas
Yeah.
with Cystida Canines or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. I like it
know.
already. I'll be your competitor.
Yeah. Oh, come
What's,
on.
Come on, let's
What's
go.
the fear-free certification? What's that?
So fear-free is it's a certification that vets can get and vet technicians and like everyone that works at a vet clinic can become certified as a fear-free certified company. Also, trainers can do that. There's anyone that works with dogs in whatever capacity, like doggy daycares, they can get certified. And what that means is that we want collaborative care. So, like, we want the dog to offer themselves to us. We're not grabbing the dog to put the leash on them. We're not getting their hand and, like, clipping their nails, you know,
Yeah,
like
got
it's
it.
not a forceful, it's basically fear-free. We're not using fear to get the dog to do what they want,
Got it.
what we want them to do.
Got it.
Because dogs are just animals.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? We are the ones that made all these rules. And so we've got to teach the dog the rules and then how to follow them
Got it.
and lead them, because otherwise they're just here being animals. Right?
Right.
And we can't be mad at them for that. That's what they are.
Yeah, it's what they do naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I get
So
it.
fear free is just an indication that, okay, these people don't use fear, dominance, aggression, or like force to do the care or the training.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, just the word fear-free. I mean, I'm thinking like you got to train them so that the humans aren't afraid
That's
of the
kinda what
dogs,
I
but
thought, too.
But it's
Right.
really the other way
It's
around.
the other way around,
It
yeah.
is.
So the dogs
Yeah.
aren't afraid of us.
Exactly.
We're the aggressors, not them.
Sometimes, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You should see the way I train my dogs.
I have.
I'm just kidding.
That's why every time I get there to Weeder, I'm like, it's okay, Weeder.
Okay, waiter, tell me.
These
Show me.
microphones are great.
Yeah, I know, right?
I had to get on here and I'm like,
Right.
ASMR. I'm like, I need one of these.
I'm sure we'll get a few ASMR fans coming in.
Oh, man.
Just whisper some stuff in there.
Yeah. You should do ASMR dog training.
It could be a thing. I do use like
Yeah.
as a sound.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
just to get attention from
Just
the
to get their
dog
attention?
sometimes.
Okay,
'Cause,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you
So
use
you're sitting-
clickers?
I don't.
don't?
And the only reason I don't is because I have so many other things to carry. Because clickers are very useful.
Yeah.
I use a marker word, which is yes. So instead of the, it's yes. Or I'll literally, because I can do the sound with my mouth, but
There you
not
go.
everyone can do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Most people can say yes.
What's the clicker? I'm sorry.
A clicker is a marker. So like when a dog does what you want them to do, you click. And it lets the dog, it makes it really simplified and clear to the dog what they did to earn the reward.
Oh, got it. Got it.
You
Got
have to
it.
do it like right after they do the thing that you
Right
like.
That you like.
Yeah.
Right when they did it. So like if you told a dog to sit the moment the butt hits the ground.
And so it's like a Pavlov's dog. Oh, dude,
My
look,
dog comes
dude,
over
there
here.
comes Link. Yeah, Link just showed up.
Yeah,
Link.
we use the clickers.
I was gonna say you did the click.
Yeah,
Dude, and-
I've gotten pretty good at the sound.
yeah. See, Link's like, hey, I want in on this. With treats, you got treats.
Yeah, and then
Don't
you
say that word. He probably
usually
knows that word.
reward him right after.
There he is. Hey,
Yeah.
bud. You
Yeah.
can see him on the camera. He
This
is a beautiful dog.
Thank you.
It's funny, actually. Link. So Link usually photobombs our podcast from time to time,
Yeah.
but in this cast, it's very relevant. So
Yeah.
he's more than welcome.
He's welcome
Today.
to join. Yeah. We'll get a chair for him.
Yeah.
We'll sit him up in here.
Yeah.
We'll give him a microphone,
Oh, we're getting carried away, man.
little headphones.
Oh man, we're getting carried away.
Whoa,
here.
I don't even get a headphone. No, I barely got a mic.
Mikey J.
He'll get his own camera and everything.
Hell yeah.
Little
Cut
puppers.
to the dog.
He deserves it.
So you're sitting in front of the computer probably or somewhere. Elo says, "Start your business." You're sitting there. You're going, "Hey, I'm going to start my business. Where do I begin?" You stated that the industry isn't regulated.
Right.
So you started with your certifications. Is that where you
No,
started?
so I'm still doing my certifications. So I did it kind of backwards.
Okay.
Right. I thought like, okay, let me get certified and then go.
Right.
But I also was like, I need to get my name out there.
Okay.
Like I knew that I was capable and that I could teach.
Right.
Because I had experienced
Yeah.
that and I had taught at the shelter.
Right.
Because even after like people would adopt the dogs, I would give advice.
Sure.
You know, or my sister would say, "Here's my sister's number."
Text her with questions
and
or whatever.
I did get calls, you know.
Obviously, the apprenticeship with Nancy further.
Right. Yeah. So I had the education to an extent, you know, and I still wouldn't say I know everything about dog training. That would just be a false, invalid statement.
Sure.
That you know, that I know everything. I don't do nose work. I don't do cadaver dogs. I don't do service dogs. I don't do agility and dog sports. I am like a help people get the dog they want, the pet dog. I'm a pet dog trainer.
Got it.
But I really, the thing I love working with the most is the reactive dogs, like the dogs that we see at the shelter that have been thrown away, the troubled dogs.
Got it.
So what I did first was I created Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
Well, I did think of a name. So Raise the Woof. I found that I like plays on words. You're punny.
Yeah.
I'm punny. I loved it. And it was basically the idea is that we're raising the dog.
Yeah, of course.
And it's a lot of people just like think, you know, it's common to say I'm a dog owner or I own a dog.
Right.
And I think that it's more accurate to say you're raising a dog because if you go and get a dog and do nothing with it, it's
Yeah.
going to have behavioral issues because it's just going to be a dog.
Right.
Until you tell it how to be a dog that's a pet or a house dog or a family dog, you know?
Right.
So raising the dog, that's kind of boring.
Sure.
Raise the woof.
Yeah.
It came along.
Yeah.
You know Liz, my cousin Liz.
Yeah, your cousin, yeah.
We used to have a secret handshake, and I was actually told not to do this, but
What?
I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. So we used our first secret handshake.
Yeah. She told you not to reveal it?
No, she didn't tell me that. Somebody else, I showed them, and they were like, "That's really dorky." And
Oh, boo on them.
don't ever do that in front of anyone else.
Whatever.
Like,
What's the secret handshake?
So it's a secret, but it was like the 9-year-old. I was 9, I think, when we
Yeah.
made this up. So we used to say, "Raise the woof, raise the woof, cha-ching." But we said roof, like raise the roof, raise the roof, cha-ching, and we would high five.
Yeah.
Little girls just being goofy.
Sure.
And so like, I was just going through like all the things I remembered in life, and I guess somehow I was like, "Oh, raise the woof."
Yeah. And it reminded you
Yeah,
of that?
yeah.
It came full circle?
Actually, Neil is the one that was like, "Raise the woof." Yeah, because I was talking about raise the roof.
Yeah.
We were thinking like doghouse.
Yeah.
And like, the roof on the doghouse. And I don't remember exactly how
Yeah.
it came out, but Neil was the one. I was like, oh, that makes sense because like my first handshake and my cousin and like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
And then also it makes sense because you're raising the dog like you would. You're a fur parent. You're a paw parent. You're
Right.
a canine companion. So I felt like it gave that vibe, like we're raising this dog, we're raising the wolf. We're not just, it's not a protection dog. I'm not a protection dog person, but I do want to teach a protection dog all force-free because most of them aren't force-free or fear-free.
Okay, gotcha.
Fear-free, force-free. Force-free is used more in like the dog training world, positive reinforcement, choice-based training, force-free training. Those are all like umbrellas I live under. So I felt like the name kind of gave off the vibe I was giving, or the philosophy that
This is not just a pet that you own. This is part of your family.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because that's how it was for me.
Yep.
Think about how grandma is with her dogs.
Right.
Those
Absolutely.
dogs, are her babies.
Oh, yeah.
And my dogs are my babies. And most of the people that I know, that's your baby. Link, where you at?
Yeah.
So yeah, I made the Instagram. I thought of the name.
Right.
Neil thought of the name. We come up with the name, and we get the pages going. I made a little Wix.com free website. I started letting everybody know, friends and family, that I was training, and
Word of mouth.
Yeah. So my mom was my first client. And
With what dog?
with Brownie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the dog she has now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you charge her?
No. So.
She was your first client
Yeah.
spirit, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
Unpaid client.
Oh yeah.
I think she tried to give me $20, and I was like, nah,
You're
I'm
good. Yeah. How'd it go? I'm sure it went well.
It was great.
Yeah.
He walks great on a leash. That was the thing she needed help with. So,
Got it.
So yeah, I got my name out there, told everybody what I was doing. I thankfully have like a really awesome tribe of friends and family that support me on all my endeavors, because I've had a critter sitter, the dog training, the pet sitting business. I've had the litter lab where we went and picked up trash with my chocolate lab, Graham. So I've always been this little entrepreneur. But now I'm like a big entrepreneur. You know?
For sure.
I was a little one, now I'm a bigger one.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And then I'm gonna be a bigger one. But so I got the name, I got the website, I got the word out, and then I was just still working. Like I was doing Uber Eats, and I was picking up Uber people in Uber, and again, I felt like that same Amanda working several jobs.
Right.
But trying to like just inch her way closer to this little goal she had, or this big goal she has, this big dream.
Right.
And I got an Instagram direct message from some guy named Richard. Didn't know the guy.
Right.
And he's like, hey, so you're a dog trainer. I think probably all of us have got these like promotional direct messages in our inboxes.
Right.
And so I'm just like,
Spam.
but I really needed the help. And like there was something in what he said that
resonated, or
it's-
made you think that this wasn't like a spam bot or something like
at
that?
least I
or-
thought, okay, let me just like hear him out.
Okay.
There was something that I was like, and
yeah.
shout out to Richard. He's actually pretty cool. He wasn't scamming me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's good to finally find people like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
What does direct message say?
Well, we could look it up, but
Well, I mean,
phone's over
what
there.
was the-
it said
what was the
something like,
gist?
"Hey, I see you're a dog trainer,
Yeah.
and that you're trying to come up, and that you're in Houston, Texas, and
Right.
I work for Unleashed Consulting, and I want to help you out. We have an offer that you can't say no to." I don't know, like it was something
Sure.
that was promotional,
Right.
but like felt personal.
Sure.
And knowing Richard now,
Yeah, you get
he meant it
Yeah.
when he was saying those things. But, there was that doubt still.
So you reached out?
So he reached out. We got on the phone together. They told me what they do. And what they do is they help dog training business owners scale their business or like just run their business. Because if you think of, I don't know how many dog trainers you know, but most of them like work for themselves, and most of them have just like do in-home dog training and like don't really have employees. Most of them, it's just them, like they're the
Right.
sole proprietor.
Probably like Nancy then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so they're like, we help them, learn how to do sales and do marketing, and we have all these automations to help you with scheduling and like everything I needed.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's $12,000. I'm like, oh my God. And they're like, we got payment plans. And I'm like, it's worth it. Like, if
Right.
I make $12,000 this year, more, like if I make $24,000 this year.
Sure.
And half of it went to just having business,
Right.
and I can quit Uber, like that would be worth it. That was my thought.
That was
Like,
your thought process behind
yeah,
it.
and I made more than that. I made twice as much as that my first year, but I wouldn't have done that without
their help.
Unleashed.
See, here's the
It was,
thing.
it was an investment, basically.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely an investment. That makes
Yeah.
sense. But here's the thing, though, Amanda. So I remember before you were had Richard reach out to you and you went that route. You were kind of managing it yourself. I mean, you were getting clients. I remember this. You were getting clients, and you were going here, going there, or not. Or
No,
you were.
I had Unleashed like pretty much from the beginning. Like it was
okay.
divine intervention. Like they hit me up like
Okay.
2 months into opening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
My mistake.
they're like a silent partner. Like you wouldn't have known.
Okay, I didn't
you
know
know.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Damn, you don't ask me enough questions.
I know, man. That's my
He
bad.
don't
I
even
know,
love
man.
me that much,
Oh,
does he?
man. That's
He just
my
called
fault.
me his best friend.
I
You
know,
don't even
and
know.
I don't even know that. Well,
every single detail.
So here's the thing, though. I do remember, like you were like, I'm over this part of the Houston area, and then so and so's over this part of the Houston area. So that was all through the help of Unleashed Consulting.
The first year and a half, it was just me
Right.
and Unleashed, right? I didn't have any employees yet.
Oh, okay.
And I don't even call them employees. They work with me.
They're partners.
They're partners.
Right on.
Absolutely.
Right on.
So Unleashed is what, like, it was, if it was a graph, here's me by myself, here's me after Unleashed. I'm getting
Those exponential
clients,
growth.
I'm getting production done. I'm like getting results. And so they helped me with like how to, it sucks. No one wants to stop. Hey, I got something to sell you. No one wants to listen to you.
Right.
Right? Like if you look at a job and they're like, do sales. Most people are like, nope. The job description, what app we're going to create with
Yeah.
the Tinder.
Yeah. And
Swipe
LinkedIn,
left?
swipe. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're swiping to the left for
If you
sales.
see sales, boop, no thanks. Because
Yeah.
it's usually commission based and people want like a consistent pay,
Yeah,
right?
takes a lot of. I think it takes a lot of huevos to get into sales. But
Yeah, but
go
like
ahead.
the thing is, sales is service, you know, and that's how you have to look at it. Like, if I don't sell this program to them, I can't give them the result. I can't teach them what they need to know to get the result they want.
Right.
And where is this dog going to be if I don't do that?
Gotcha.
So it's like I have to say the right things to them while being honest and authentic and having that integrity that I have to have. I can't be fake. I couldn't work in corporate.
Right.
Like I can't do that.
Right.
So I had to like just learn how to say things that weren't lies. Of course, I'm not going to give somebody some game that isn't right or isn't real. But like maybe I would get too much into the philosophy of dog training on the phone, and people were like, "You're using too many words of science." They wouldn't say that, but it would be lost on them
Yeah.
because I would be like very analytical about it. But I think one of the things is that I've been not self-taught, but like maybe non-traditionally taught trainer. And then I've had the mentor that was very scientific and analytical. And I have this like nice middle ground where
Right.
I can speak in the layman's terms while still understanding how to like integrate the analytical part of things into layman's terms so that people can have it and relate to it and understand to it. So Unleashed helped me not only with like my delivery and how to show people that I could help them,
Right.
but they also helped me with like doing ads and the marketing side,
Right.
and then all my appointments, because it was just me, right? So I'm driving, and at first I'm like, I will go anywhere.
Right.
I don't care if you're in Katy. I don't care if you're in Conroe. I don't care
Right.
if you're in Galveston.
Yep.
You got a dog, you need it trained, I will go there.
Yep.
And I've now like narrowed my reach because I have more clients.
Mm-hmm.
But at the time I was like, wherever you are, I'll do it because I just want clients.
Right.
So they really helped me with that.
So who was helping you from Unleashed? Was it Richard or was it?
So Richard was like
team?
community outreach
Okay.
to like get, people to come see them and like come or to know who they were.
Mm-hmm.
Basically like know that we have this business out here that's doing this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Richard's one of those people that does that.
Got it.
But there is a whole team. The company is called Unleashed Consulting, and it's a whole company. It's a 6-figure or 7-figure company. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. So the guy that owns the company that started it, his name is Louis Torres, and he is he's the one that like realized the need
Right.
because he had a dog
Sure.
that had problems.
Yep.
That he went and found a trainer, and he's like, he didn't really, I guess, he tells the story, of course, much better because it's his story. But
Yeah.
basically, he had the experience of working with a trainer and it changing his life. And so he's like, more people need to know about this. Like, and then he starts looking, and there's this like gap in the industry. Like, there's
Right.
no one out there offering help
The support
to dog
trainers.
training
Yeah.
business owners.
Business owners, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like they're training people how to train dogs.
No,
They're
yeah.
just helping dog training business owners
Got it.
to run a business.
Yeah, he saw a gap and he filled it. That's smart.
Exactly.
Smart man. You
Very
know what
smart
I mean?
man. Love him to death. He is the reason that I am where I am with my business.
Right on.
Yeah, he has. I mean, not the only reason, but he has a lot of.
Where are they
weight.
based?
They are in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay. Okay. So then, is that why you went to that? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't want to. Let's fill in the backstory there.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
So you. Yeah. Right. So things are going well. Unleashed is helping you expand, and I guess now something happened to where you went to a conference in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Recently.
So like the first year and a half, I'm doing mobile dog training. I'm still doing mobile dog training at this time, but we are looking for a facility.
Right.
Getting ahead again.
Right,
But
right.
so Unleashed is helping me. They're showing me how to like get my name out there, how to make sure that I'm selling what I can offer to people. And so working with Unleashed, I've been with them for 2.5 years now, I think. And so then I am getting so many clients that I don't have enough me.
Right.
There's not enough me to go around.
Right
So
Not enough time to.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I
It's a
was
good
like,
problem to
okay,
have,
maybe
by the
I need
way.
to hire somebody.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. It sounds like if you're a
Yeah.
business owner,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
you got to fix it, obviously. So
Right.
the solution is to hire people.
Right. So I first got Lena. She's still with me today.
Okay.
And Lena came from PetSmart.
Okay.
And she was the regional trainer for like all of the PetSmarts in her region. So and Jessica, my friend Jessica, who's
Yes.
going to be our operations manager, she met Lena and knew I was looking for like a trainer to come work with me to help take the load off. And she's like, I have the perfect person.
Oh, Jessica
And-
recommended Lena.
yeah.
Got it.
And I had already met Lena because Jessica had a bachelorette party, and I met Lena there, and I liked her,
Jessica worked at PetSmart. Is that what it was?
Yeah, she
Okay,
worked
that's it.
over
That's
the
connection.
pet hotel. So
Okay.
she did all the booking and everything.
Right.
So found Lena, and Lena came to work for me, and then a couple more months later, it's like, we need another one and another one.
Yeah.
So
Oh, we were DJ Callan it. Another one.
and another one. These mics are so good.
Oh, they're awesome.
Okay. And so I was like, okay, we need another trainer. And then Lena's like, well, I have one for you.
Right.
And I was like, okay. And she's like, his name is Connor. I was like, yes, a dude.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, of course, we need more women in business. And in entrepreneurship and business ownership and like power to the women. But
Right.
in the dog training world, that's in like just dog training, and not just dog training, but dog industry, meaning like vets, lots of women in the industry when it
Okay.
comes to working with dogs, rescue dogs, especially like the force-free, fear-free side. There's
Right.
just a lot of women.
That makes sense.
And so I'm like, okay,
Mother's touch and whatnot.
Right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
yeah, and it makes sense. So, but I had a lot of people that would have dogs that were scared of men,
Oh,
like single women that have just, the dog and don't have a boyfriend or husband, and then they go out and there's some man, nice guy,
Right.
walks by and says, "Hey, puppy," with a deep voice, and the puppy's like, "Ah."
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
she's like, now my dog's reactive to men. So it was like, what better way for dogs to
Yep.
work on that reactivity, or for us to work on that dog's reactivity, than to have a male trainer?
Right on.
And Connor is a great trainer. He is like the sweetest, and he also has that same brain as me. Like, he'll be like, okay, I hate to point this out, but like there's this one thing on the website, and I'm like, dude, I love it, because I'm like, I have like a stupid attention to detail,
Yeah.
and he's got an equally stupid attention to detail.
Right.
And so he also like has the ability, this is he's probably been with us 6 months now.
Oh, okay.
So like it's still like we're still getting to know each other, but what
Right.
I've found in like the last couple months is how much I appreciate the fact that he can have that same attention to detail, because I need someone that can do that so I can do other things,
Right.
right? Be the CEO instead of having to be everybody all at once with
Right.
the business.
Right.
So Connor is that part of it. It's kind of like trying to take your brain and okay, you're the detail-oriented brain part.
Yeah,
You're the
yeah.
organizational brain part. You're the,
The creative part.
yeah, like I need little clones, little minions, but like not little ones, equal size, because
Yeah.
we equal.
No doubt.
Equality.
Yeah, no doubt. You mentioned that. These aren't your employees. These are your partners.
Yes.
Yeah.
Associates, partners, because we're in this together. We all have the same vision, the same, idea of
Right.
what we want to achieve.
So it's Lena and Connor. Those are your two main trainers, or do you have more?
It's just me, Lena, Lena, and Connor.
Okay, got it.
And Lena actually is the one that introduced us to Connor, or introduced me to Connor.
Right. Yeah, she said I had the perfect person. Boom.
Like I said, she trained all those trainers, and Connor is one of the trainers that she trained.
Got it.
So she knew, hey,
Hey.
there's this one.
Wait a second. So they left PetSmart to come to work for you?
I can't. Connor for sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lena, I can't remember if she was. Yeah, she was still at PetSmart when she came to work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I guess the only reason why.
Sorry, PetSmart.
Yeah.
Not
well,
sorry.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, no doubt. They're fine. I think they'll be okay.
They'll be all right.
They'll be just
It's
fine.
okay. I'm coming for you, PetSmart.
But I think that's like a testament to, again, their belief in the company.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have the for sure paycheck at PetSmart,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
you're going out on this business venture, with Raise the Woof.
Yeah,
Woof.
they've been so patient,
Yeah.
and so like they believe in everything so much that there have been weeks, because we're still on the come up, right?
Sure.
But they have been. When you believe in something and you have someone that you work with and that understands you on a philosophical level, on a moral level, on an
Yeah.
ethical level, that's hard to find.
Yeah.
So I think that has really helped, and plus, we have that same vision of what we want.
Yeah. Yeah.
So got the trainers. Now we're about to the point where I went to that seminar in Charlotte,
Okay.
which you had asked about. So
Yes.
got the trainers. Louis Torres, the owner of Unleashed Consulting, held a convention, a seminar for dog training business owners to help just in person. Because at this point, I'd been working with Louis for 2 years, but had never met the dude, right?
It's all been online.
Yeah. And so
Had y'all
that
like,
was an opportunity.
had y'all like FaceTimed or anything? Like
Yeah.
Zoom conference or anything? So you saw him. You've seen him like. So
He's a lot
he's a real
tougher.
person.
Not the flesh.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not like an AI bot.
Yeah, it's hard to tell now, right? is a lot taller in person.
Yeah.
I thought he was a short guy, but apparently he just has like a stand that he has his laptop on.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, so he looks shorter on camera. So
Hey,
I
man,
met
shout
him.
out-
I was like, oh, hey, Louie.
I mean, shout out to Short Kings, man.
Of
All right,
course.
come on now.
I mean-
hold on.
Right.
Hold on.
Almost every dude I've dated has been the same height as me, so
Yeah.
it's fine. I love the short
Yeah.
kings too.
Yes.
Equality.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So
and-
No height shame.
No height shames. No.
I think I'm the shortest one here.
Yeah, Mike and
We
Jay.
love you,
Shout out to Mike
and I love
Jay.
you the most.
There you go.
And okay, so Louis, taller in person. Yeah.
Yep.
So I go.
you go to North Carolina
I
for
go
the
to North Carolina. Yeah.
yeah.
No.
Come on and raise
Okay.
up.
So I go there, and it's on my birthday. What did he say?
He said, "Come on and
North
raise up."
Carolina, come on and raise up.
Hey.
Yeah,
hey.
I know.
Okay.
Raise
I
the
need
wolf.
a.
Yeah, go ahead. Get
You
you,
need a
get you,
drink?
get you a little drink. Get you a little
I'll
sip.
drink your food. Cheers.
The juice. Cheers.
Cheers.
Here's to dogs.
Here's the dogs.
Raise the wolf.
Raise the wolf. Raise the what?
The wolf.
The wolf.
The wolf.
No,
wolf.
it's a thing I say like. Raise the what?
The wolf.
The wolf.
Raise the wolf.
Oh,
wolf.
got it.
The
Got
wolf.
it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's try it again. That was really lame.
All right. Do it again.
Raise the what?
Raise the wolf.
Yes.
That's how she starts the. That's how she starts the business meetings.
Right.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I want to come work for
I
you.
actually do. Okay, come on. Let's go.
Oh man.
But yeah, so I went to North Carolina for the seminar, and I'm in this room full of other dog trainers, and it's dog trainers of all different philosophies, which you don't see a lot. Like most of the conventions are, this is for the positive only dog trainers, this is for the not positive dog, for the balanced dog trainers, this is for, it's usually very
Yeah.
you know,
Segregated.
there's the word dog whisperer for a reason because people like keep it to themselves. Like it's like almost like people are scared to share information. And so I loved that about it because we could both we can all learn something
Everybody
from
can
each
learn
other.
from each other. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, instead of being like, no.
I don't want to take because then you'll be my competitor and you'll use it against me kind of
Yeah.
thing or something.
And,
Okay,
like-
it's my edge.
Yeah, and
take
the
my
us
edge
and
away.
them thing again. I'm like, I've always been cool. Like maybe you do that and you do this, but we come together because we agree on this, or
Right.
because we're human. So it was really cool to have all these different people in a room that we're all getting along, right? So in this room, so it was cool. It was a lot of networking. I almost didn't go because it was on my birthday.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, nah, I need to be here, be with the fam. And
Sure.
my mom's like, we can have your birthday
Yeah.
the weekend before, or
Yeah.
the weekend after, go.
Right.
And I was like, you're right. I need to take this business to the next level. Like here I am. I have 2 trainers now. I want a facility.
Right.
And I was thinking 5 years, I'll have a facility in 5 years. So I go to the convention, I'm networking, and it was my birthday, and I told Louis, but it's my birthday. I don't know. And he's like, we'll get you a cake if you come. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm only coming if y'all sing happy birthday. He's like, we'll sing happy birthday and we'll get you a cake.
Dang.
And he did. And actually, it just so happened it was my favorite type of cake. So it was all kind
Really?
of, yeah, it was
What
all
kind?
red velvet cake.
All right.
Yeah. So
I didn't know that, and I'm her best friend.
You're your best friend. Come on.
I don't eat red velvet cake often. It's
Yeah.
like my birthday, and that's it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so I go. Louis invites me on stage he was actually doing a scenario thing with me,
Okay.
or an exercise with me, and asked for a volunteer. And of course, I'm like,
Me.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
And I always commit, and then I figure it out.
Sure, sure.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Oh shoot! I'm gonna be up here.
I'm already
Yeah,
going.
I'm gonna be up here in front of all these people.
It's
Yeah.
helped me. It's
Yeah.
helped me through a lot of stuff in life, just to do that. Excuse me.
Absolutely.
So I get on stage. Now I'm in this position where everyone knows who the hell I am.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a great thing because it's also my birthday. So now, the rule is any convention I go to, it's my birthday.
Yeah.
Because that puts you in a really good position. I'm not going to just lie like that. I'm just kidding. But it really did, because people were coming up saying happy birthday.
Sure.
And, I think just volunteering and getting yourself on stage. If you're going to go to a business conference, because now we're talking about a little bit of entrepreneurship thing, which, there's a lot of women out there that aren't dog trainers, but still are entrepreneurs. And I would
Right.
suggest first of all, go to the seminar.
Yep.
Second of all, get on stage, volunteer. If they ask for a volunteer, just raise your hand and do it.
Right.
Because people then know who you are and they're going to come up to you and ask you questions or be like, good job on stage, or, you made me cry or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
How many people were at the convention?
I think 50 to 60. It was not too many, not too little. So like, it was cool because we were able to all interact.
Let's say that's quite a bit of people, though.
It's a lot of people. Yeah, it is. But like, I'm thinking, conventions can get big.
Oh, sure.
Right?
I mean, if you're at Comic-Con.
Yeah, like, so.
Where was it, in a hotel or?
It was,
yeah,
it was in a hotel.
Yeah.
Yep.
They have those big conference rooms and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So it was like each table was 2 people, and there
Okay.
was like 3 rows. And
What'd you do on stage?
so he did he asked me 7 questions. He was like, well, I don't know. He might have asked me more, but he was like asking deeper and deeper questions to figure out my reason why. Why am
You do
I?
what you do.
Why I do what I do.
Yeah.
And Dean Graziosi, he calls it the 7 layers. Him and Tony Robbins are like partners.
Oh, yeah.
And they call it the 7 layers deep. I don't know if Louis came out saying we're going to do the 7 layers deep exercise from Dean Graziosi, but it was familiar because I had heard of that.
Right on.
So it's like you ask the first question, like why are you a operator, for instance? And then you're like, to make money. Well, why
Yeah.
is it important for you to make money? And then keep
Gotcha.
going deeper and deeper to
Right.
get to the real nitty gritty.
Yeah.
Why?
But obviously, you answering these questions, you have to commit to that. Obviously, I mean that sounds silly, but what I mean is, I can be like, oh, to make money, yeah, just to make money, and then that would end.
That was
right there.
literally my first answer. Whenever Louis got like, "Why'd you come to the convention?
Yeah.
Or why'd you come to the seminar?"
Yeah, grow your
and
business.
I'm like, to grow my business and make more money.
Right.
And he's like, "Why is it important for you to make more money?
Right.
So I can help more people. Why is it important for you to help more people?
Yeah.
Because they need it. Why is it important for you to help people that need whatever?"
Yeah, I kept going. Yeah.
And ultimately, my reason why is to never feel helpless again
Financially,
in any way.
in any way.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's why I do what I do. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry on live right now. But your
Yeah.
why should make you cry.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to get at. Like the
Yeah.
commitment to that, to answering these questions. You need to be involved and actually answer these questions honestly, truthfully.
If you're not in
know?
the beginning, it's going to get you there.
It'll get- yeah,
like maybe
yeah.
it's going to take more than 7 questions, but like that's
Yeah.
the point. If the person like interviewing you or the person trying to do the 7 layers deep exercise with you, that's their intention, is to get you to like that why
Right.
that makes you cry.
Goodness gracious.
I didn't cry on stage. I might have had like one little tear.
Yeah, one little tear.
And I was just like,
But okay, so
deep.
that exercise, what you came away from that exercise, and
Yeah.
what was the point to everyone else?
is to tell people like you've got to let that why lead you.
Oh.
You have to have purpose. Otherwise, on that day where you don't want to get up because you're hungover or because your tummy hurts or
Right.
whatever,
Or if you have a bad month or something like
Yeah.
that financially or whatever, like
Yeah.
you can still
say,
have the drive.
why am I doing this? Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to have something that drives you. You have to have that fire.
Yeah. Right on. I can get behind that.
Yeah. So that positioned me, got me on stage. Louis, it wasn't like so I volunteered while I was up there. Louis was like, by the way, it's Amanda's birthday. We got her a cake back there. And I was like, oh.
So they ruled out the cake and everybody sang or what?
They did.
While you're on stage?
I think I got off stage and he waited. He said, we're going to sing you happy birthday. And then after he finished, because this was towards the end, it was the
Sure.
first day, like orientation. So it was like the shortest day.
Okay.
But they did the whole room singing me happy birthday.
awesome.
And everybody had cake together. It was
Dude,
amazing.
that's awesome.
It made me feel really special.
It should have.
Yeah,
It's probably one of
and-
your better birthdays.
Good bonding experience, you know?
Yeah.
It was really cool.
That is super cool.
Yeah.
Did you go with anyone to that trip?
No,
Did you go
just
with
me.
it? Just you. See, that's even better. I think so. Just to
actually invited your
experience-
wife.
I know. I remember that.
Yeah.
I told her don't go. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's not what it was. I forget what it was. There's something with kids. You know how that goes. But anyways, all right. So convention. That was the first day. What'd you take away from that convention?
A lot. So,
Because I know this. You came back, and you came back. It seemed like you were
liberated.
like on fire, dude.
Yeah, I left all that negativity, those doubts, and all that there.
Yeah.
It definitely empowered me. I felt liberated. I felt like powerful. I felt like I could do it.
Yeah.
It was just like a
No more
confidence
doubts.
booster I needed.
Those doubts you had in the beginning.
Yeah.
Gone.
Because a lot of it is just the mindset, right?
Mm-hmm.
And part of the seminar that Louis gave, like part of the thing, some of the subjects or some of the topics that were, because there were several speakers.
Okay.
But every single speaker said something about mindset. And so at the end of the seminar, they asked, like, everybody what their biggest takeaways were.
Yeah.
And my biggest takeaway is that your income or your business can only grow as much as you do.
Okay.
So, like, the mindset tools and tricks that they gave, I just burped, sorry.
No, you're good.
My mom
Nobody
is
heard.
going to be so proud. I needed to try to do it really quiet because this thing picks
I
up
need,
on,
I
like,
need to have
a lot.
like a burp or cough button, that
Yeah, like
mutes
a
the mic.
mute. I need a mute.
Yeah, we need to have a.
We need a
I
mute.
can actually set that up too. A little mute button.
Then what? This whole time?
I
need
know
a little
this whole
burp.
time.
Like 3 little buttons.
Joe Rogan has one.
If you
Just so you know.
cough, if you burp, or
Jamie.
if you fart.
No.
Jamie, yeah.
Jamie.
Mikey J.
Mikey J's our Jamie, by the way.
Mikey J, where's the burp button? Like, if I put one finger, it's a burp.
Yeah, he can control all that stuff. Just,
He can.
Oh wait, she's off.
Yeah, so your income can only grow, or your income or your business can only grow as much as you do. And that was
Right.
like the common denominator that I found in every speaker. It was like, you've got to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
You've got to get your mind right. And you've got to work on your own personal development, because it's going to take a lot of power, like not power, but a lot of work to work for yourself.
Right.
It's going to take a lot of work to organize and to have an organization,
Yep.
to delegate, to show up every
Yep.
day.
Yep.
There's a lot of people depending on you. There's a lot of pressure that's going to be on you. There's a lot of
Absolutely.
eyes that are going to be on you. Like
Yep.
it's
a lot of energy.
I'm nervous to be on screen, but
Sure.
I have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because that's what it takes to get where you want to get. Like, my
Mindset.
why is more important than me being nervous.
Got it.
Than me being embarrassed. I burped on like quietly.
Right,
I mean,
right.
it's the drank.
Yeah. Yeah, for
know?
sure. No, but get your mind right. Get your mind. I guess it almost sounds like it's like get your mind ready for like war or something. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, you're gonna, because this is what you got to do.
It is war.
It makes sense, man, because we had Scott Sexton on a few episodes back, and we went to his
Love that
third
guy.
Yeah, he's awesome, dude.
Scotty's Pub.
Scotty's Pub. We're gonna go after the cast. I'd like for you to come and join us, if
Oh,
that's
thank
cool.
you. I'd love
Location
to.
number 3 is
Location
open.
number 3. But,
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's
but talking
amazing.
to him. So here's the thing. Talking to him though, I mean, he's we talked to him last night. Up at 9, or at the location at 9, didn't leave till 3 that next morning.
Yep.
I'm a guy who works 12-hour shifts. I think that's a long day. No,
Mm.
business owners are putting in the work, dude.
Yeah, they never
Yeah.
close.
They never close.
They
They're
never go
putting
home.
in. So they're just
They're always working.
They're
Always on the
telling you,
clock.
get your mind right, get
Yeah.
ready, because like you said, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, and it's not for the faint of heart. So, like, you really got to believe in yourself. You really have to have a really stupid work ethic.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to.
But you have that.
Yeah.
You have
And-
that. You work 3 jobs and things like that.
Yeah.
So why not put all that energy now into raise the
Exactly.
Woof?
And I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you ever
But-
just like exhausted at the end of the day? Like, I know you're not out there like, putting up like shingles on a roof or,
Yeah.
breaking concrete or anything, but like, are you ever just like drained
Of
when you
course.
get home?
Of course. Yeah. But that's all part of like expectation. Like, I expect that I'm going to work all this time, and at the end of the day, I'm going to need to do something to decompress.
And what do you do to decompress?
Yoga, meditation,
Yeah.
and
Something positive.
and bubble baths,
Yeah.
and
I don't hear vodka in there.
no,
No, because it's
that's-
because it's something positive. That's what I'm trying to get
Not that vodka's not positive. It's just
It can be positive.
it can go south real quick.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
So it's not a sustainable way
Got it.
of
Decompressing. Yeah, no doubt.
I'm trying to be around until I'm 100.
Let's
I got to
go.
take care of myself.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bob Barker.
Oh man, he was 1 year
99,
shy.
yep.
Come on, God, you couldn't get Bob Barker that 1 year.
You got as close
The
as you could
price
to
is
100
right.
without going over. Hey.
Like the price is right.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Oh, come on down.
Yep.
That's the Lord. Come on down.
Come on down. You Mexican testing on the pearly gates.
Oh man. Anyway,
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
On the time is right.
Yeah.
The time is right.
So you get your mind
99.
straight. They're telling you at the
Yeah.
convention, get your mind right. All
Yeah.
these speakers are talking about mindset. So you come back and you're ready to put that all into play.
Yeah.
And you've been doing
Yeah.
that.
And that was the thing. They're like, okay, you got all this game. Now
Yeah.
go home and implement it.
Yeah.
And like, don't let this fire burn out.
Right,
so
right.
like, it's a matter of, just like with dog training, consistency, repetition,
Yeah, yeah.
timing, like these are all important aspects of dog training. That was my way of relating it. Like, oh, well, shit. Of course it makes sense. Like, I have
Yeah.
to be consistent. The dog trainer that's telling you, be consistent with dog training. You got to have the repetition. That's the part that, because it was chaos a little bit for me.
Okay.
Like, because I didn't know how to juggle all this. This is the first time that I've owned a legit business.
With employees
With an
and
LLC
everything. Yeah.
and with employees and like,
Yep.
a business checking account. Like, this is all new.
Right.
And so I just was like, I just put myself out there, and now I've got this framework. Like, okay, you need to do this, this, and this.
Right.
Then do that, that, and that.
Got it.
And then do this, this, and this. And then the next day, you do it all again. And so
And the repetition.
getting up at 5 a.m. every morning, writing down your goals for the day, writing down your vision, like keeping that in the forefront of your brain helps you to make the decisions throughout the day. Like, am I going to eat this cheeseburger? No, I wrote 10 times this morning, I have my dream body. I'm going to eat half the cheeseburger,
Yeah, right
or I'm going to drink this water instead of this Coca-Cola. Like earlier you asked me for a Coca-Cola. Nope,
Right.
I don't drink Coke.
Got it.
I don't even say no thank you. I say to myself, like, I do not drink soda, because I am is a powerful statement.
Got it.
Or I am not is a powerful statement. So it's just like keeping that vision that you have, those goals that you have, and knowing like every day is laid out, like this is what I'm doing today. That's the whole like mindset part of things that I really learned from that seminar.
That's really important.
yeah.
I mean, even for someone who doesn't own a business, like
Yeah,
myself,
it's-
like I have like off days, obviously.
Of
And
course.
sometimes on my off days, I'm like, what do I do with myself? You know what I mean? Because I'm so used to when I have to work, it's already laid out for me. Yeah, I'm going to get up, get ready for work, go clock in, do my job, clock out. What do I do after that?
Yeah.
And when you have that worker's mentality, you don't know how to do that kind of stuff. That's what I'm saying. That's some very good advice, or just a very good way to structure your day for anyone beyond entrepreneurs.
Real quick, I just want to shout out to our 12 viewers. We have a
We have 12.
record number of
It's a
viewers
record
live
number on Twitch.
on Twitch.
Oh, that's
So,
amazing! Thank you, all 12 of y'all.
We got a chat, if you want to chime in. Anybody wants to chime
Yeah,
in, ask
absolutely.
questions. We got Mikey J fielding all the questions. So
Jamie.
everyone say hi. All 12 of you say hi. Yeah, our little Jamie over there.
Yeah,
Hey, what's
please.
going on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
please say what's up on the chat. Let us know you're there. I know Lane was supposed to be one of them.
Yeah, Lane should be.
Should I do
one of them.
ASMR?
You should do ASMR and AMA. Ask me anything.
Yes, of course. And ask me anything.
Ask me anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anything goes.
that's awesome. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
What questions y'all got?
I guess we'll.
Oh, I see Mike Barron on there.
Oh, really?
What up, Mike B?
Okay.
Shout out to Mike.
We need to speak about Mike Barron.
said,
We
"Come
need to-
on."
We
Yeah, we're getting there.
We definitely need. Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
I know we're getting closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. So you come back from the convention. You,
I would
you structure your days.
go back to the convention, because that's where I met Mike.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
All right. So, like I said, it was my birthday.
Right.
And so I got the opportunity, or like, basically, Louis came up to me. It's your birthday. You want to come? We got one seat left at dinner.
Right on.
It's a real small table.
Yeah.
Only 8 people.
Yeah.
You want to come? And I'm like, yes. Again, commit, then figure it out.
Well, here's the thing. Out of all the 50, 60 people that are there, he comes to you.
Yeah.
Says, got one more left.
yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't say no to that.
No.
Like, no, I'm good.
And then and I'm hanging out with this girl I met, who's another trainer, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, what? I don't want to take her friend away." I'm like, "She knows people in Charlotte.
Yeah.
I am by myself at an Airbnb over there.
Yeah.
I'm going. You already invited me. You can't take the invitation back.
No takesy backsies.
Yeah, don't be an Indian giver." And so so I got invited to this dinner, and I'm like, millionaire. The hell am I doing at this table? Again, imposter syndrome.
Sure.
Limiting beliefs coming in. Like,
Future millionaire. You gotta think future
no,
millionaire.
I am a millionaire.
There you
See,
go.
that's, you can't think of it's right now. You
I
gotta
am.
say it like it's already
That is.
already
That's it.
happening.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's another thing Scott Sexton talked about.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The check,
Yeah.
it's Jim Carrey did that. Like, yes,
That's
I have
huge.
one. Yep, $1 million for Amanda Burke. What for being amazing.
Let's go.
For being a badass business owner.
I know that's right.
Yeah. So it's real. It's visualization, and it's not so much just writing the check. Like
Sure.
you got to see it. You got to believe it. Like
Yeah.
it's got to be present again in the forefront of your brain where all those decisions are being made, and that frontal cortex.
Amen.
The brain likes consistency. So if you're saying I am this, you're going to be that. So
that.
be careful what you say you are, because you will be that.
Yep.
It's
If
super
you say all the time, I'm lazy, oh, I'm not good at that, or I'm not,
Then
you know,
that's it. Yeah.
you're going to be that.
Yep.
And your brain is going to make sure that because
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
your brain likes consistency.
Got
so
it. Got it.
I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire.
Amanda's a
I'm a
millionaire.
badass
Because if she's a
dog trainer.
millionaire, because if she's a millionaire, I kind of will be a millionaire
we're all-
too.
You know I got to take my man my
Amanda,
people with me.
My people's, yeah. So Amanda's a millionaire. Anyways,
Yep.
1 million subscribers.
you go to dinner.
Yes.
You go to dinner. You
We
see
have
all these
1
millionaires.
million subscribers.
Let's do
we
it.
got 13 viewers.
Let's go. Everyone subscribe. Like,
All
share,
right.
subscribe
Lane
now.
has a question.
Oh, what is it?
What are your dog training philosophies, Amanda? And he also said, love to see y'all killing it.
AMA.
AMA.
Ask me anything.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought he forgot the NDA. You forgot the rest of my name.
Ask me anything.
NDA.
Duh.
Okay, what are my training philosophies? Well, force-free, fear-free, choice-based, and science-based. So basically what that means is that I'm never going to force a dog to do what I want it to do. I'm going to show a dog what I want them to do and reward them when they do.
Got it.
Rewards aren't just food. They can be attention, praise, petting, letting them out the door, letting them in the door, letting them on the couch. You know, every dog is an individual. Every dog's different. They're motivated by different things. So first things first, you got to figure out what your dog is motivated by. Food is a common motivation for
Sure.
most dogs.
Right.
But there are definitely a lot of situations and a lot of dogs who are not motivated by food. So like if they're too scared, do you think that they want a chicken nugget? Like, no, there's a scary thing over there. So you have to use the right motivations, the right motivators, be the right distance, have the right environment. You got to control your external factors.
Yeah.
But like overall training philosophy is that I am not here to force any person or dog to do what I want them to do. I want them to want to do it and then give them a good reason to do it.
Right.
Yeah. Mike B, living on purpose and making impact. Time to make it rain.
Time to make it
And then
rain.
the little rocket ship to the moon.
Ah, yes.
See you at the top, Mike B.
The rocket ship to the moon. That was a big thing back in 2020 when
Yeah.
everyone, or 2021 when everyone was an investor.
Yeah.
But I like it though. I like what it means. Hey,
Yeah.
we're going to the top,
See you
baby.
at the top.
We're going to the
Yeah,
top.
and the
I love
whole
it.
like this, the little saying, it's like just saying "see you at the top," not "I'm at the top" or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I'll see you there because you coming.
You're coming with me. I
Yeah,
love it. Building
yeah.
up. Well, back to the Mike Barron story.
Yes, Mike Barron's story. Okay, so I was invited to the dinner.
Right.
One of the millionaires I was looking around the table at, like, who the hell? So I didn't know who Mike Barron was.
Okay.
I knew the name because Louis,
Mm-hmm.
Mike is Louis' mentor. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Mike Barron is Louis Torres' mentor.
Okay.
Louis Torres is the Unleashed Consulting
Right.
Owner.
owner.
Okay.
Thank you. And so when I just had this image in my head when he said Mike Barron of like an old white man. So when like he was like, you know, my mentors didn't make it in, like his flight was delayed. He didn't make it because he was
Yeah.
supposed to speak that first night.
Okay.
We were like at the networking part of the like after the orientation, we all go to the restaurant of the hotel.
Okay.
And this dude walks in with like the Gucci hat or whatever, like the Gucci Louis Vuitton
Umbrellas want to walk through the rain. I know that's right.
So he has on these shades and like he has this videographer following him with like a spotlight on him.
Come
so, like,
on.
He walks in, like you see this guy shining.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm talking to Richard. Remember, Richard's the guy that first reached out to me from Unleashed with the promotional.
All right.
Hey, Amanda, we need to see you're a businesswoman. I'm like, deny. No.
Yeah.
But so he walks in, I'm talking to Richard, and Richard's like, who's that? And I was like, I don't know. And I look and I see like a spotlight on
Yeah.
this dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that must be Mike Barron, the mentor that was running late or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went back and started talking to Richard again, right?
Right.
So then Louis comes up and invites me and then uninvites me and then invites me again. And so I go to this dinner and I ride with this other trainer. And So we get there, we're sitting at this like cool place. It's really like, what was that place called?
I remember seeing your story.
It's called Cellar. It was like in a
seemed-
basement.
I was gonna say it looked like you were like in a dark area.
Yeah, with like candlelit.
Yes,
It was
candlelit.
like,
I remember seeing your story. It was look
man,
cool.
I hate that I can't remember what it was called, but
Right.
Becky J, look it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well, just off of those descriptions.
good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
It was like Cell or something. I don't know. But
Okay.
like we go and me and the other trainer are the first ones there.
Uh-huh.
And we're like, yeah, we're here for Louis Torres's, reservation. And
Right.
they're like, we don't have a Louis Torres. Well, come to find out, somebody played a trick on Louis and like put it under Quantavius or something. Like, some crazy ass
Some random name. Yeah.
And so Harper, which is one of Louis' partners, one of his associates, he's a sales trainer.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, it's under Quantavius. And we're like, okay. So we go sit down. Mike shows up. I don't think Mike sat down that whole dinner. Like, he's
Really?
like talking to this person, talking to that person,
Yeah.
talking to this person. And Henry is like his videographer dude.
Yeah.
Again, it's my birthday. So, Mike bought everybody birthday shots. And at the end of it, it was like, I think he asked me like, who are you? Like who?
Yeah.
Not in that tone,
Sure,
but like,
sure.
so what's your story? Basically,
yeah,
that is
yeah.
probably what he said.
Yeah, you're a new face at the table.
Yeah, like what's your story? What do you do? And he had asked the other trainer next to me, the same question, and so like we shared our stories and everything, and come to find out, Mike was looking for someone to partner with. So
Okay.
kind of getting ahead of myself, but Mike liked my vision. I had a very clear vision because I was already writing down like my ideal scene, like what
Oh,
do I
yeah.
want my life to be?
Right.
What do I want my facility, like envisioning what this like place is going to look like, and I could close my eyes and I can see it. It's like Disneyland for dogs. We got all these little fun things for them to do, and everyone's learning, and people bring their dogs and they have fun, and
Yep.
they feel safe here, because sometimes you drop your dog off and you're like, oh, okay. Even at the vet, like,
Sure.
what are they doing back there?
Yeah, no doubt. Especially if you're hearing like a
Yeah,
It's all dark and
transparent.
cold. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like,
But that's the
Yeah.
vision you had since you was a kid.
Yeah.
That you and your sister had. Mm-hmm. So you had that vision.
Yeah, so I shared that with Mike, and he was like, I love it.
Yeah.
I want to help you. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I just met you. Like, what does that even mean?
And this is crazy.
yeah, I just met you, and this is crazy.
here's my number.
But here's my vision.
Yeah. So invest
Give
in
me
me, maybe.
money.
Yeah, I like that. Give me money.
Money,
Very good.
baby. No.
Yeah.
No.
I know.
He gives so much more than that. Consuela! Oh, sorry, that's probably loud for
No,
y'all.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah, Consuela, she was at the event that I went to that Mike held. So again,
okay.
it was a little bit later, like just a few weeks later.
This is after the North Carolina convention.
Yeah, so go to
Okay.
North Carolina. Mike says he's going to help me. He's like, hit up my team. I have this free course. You can do that first, and then it'll help you like scale your business. I want to help you get to the next.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, cool. So like at the airport, I'm doing that. Missed my flight.
Oops.
Whoops. I've traveled a lot. I haven't. That's the first flight I've ever missed. So I was
Whoa.
like, uh-oh. But I'm glad I did, because I got on the course. I started reading. I started learning. And then, I start chatting with Mike, and I'm like, this is what I'm learning. And he's like, what do you think about this? And I'm like, this is what I think about it. And so like, he's feeling me out basically.
Oh, yeah.
Like knowing now, like he's filling me out.
Yeah.
And then a couple, like
See if you're the right
maybe
fit.
a week or two later, he's like, so what would you think about going into partnership with, together? And I'm like, that's like asking, like Elon Musk, if Elon Musk came to you
Yeah.
and was like, hey, what do you think? I'm interested in your business. You want to go into partnership? Like it was,
Yeah. That's
Joe
a
Rogan,
Yes.
Joe Rogan comes over. Hey, so
Yeah.
I want to partner with your podcast. I'm like,
dude. Yes.
yes.
you would never say like, let me think about
let me
it.
think about it, yeah,
He was
no.
like, yes.
So that was a for sure yes whenever he
Absolutely.
mentioned that.
Yeah. Because like I said, I didn't know him, so I didn't have this like idea of who he was.
Right.
Like maybe someone before that has done partnerships with him would know, like, because he's an internet dude.
Okay.
He's all over the internet. People find him on the internet.
Yeah.
And by the time they find him, have followed him and then maybe sign up for one of his programs, they
Right.
know who he is.
Right. You had
They
no
have an
clue.
idea. I had no idea. So I'm
Yeah.
like, this dude, I don't know who this guy is. Like, he's Louis' mentor. Louis is doing really good.
Sure.
So like, and then like as
Makes sense.
as I start Googling, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this guy, he's legit.
Yeah, he's legit. Yeah.
And so he's like, what do you think about going into partnership? Hey, Queen. And she, That's what I'm thinking about you. I like how her name is green too, because when I met her, she was in like that color green. She looked fabulous. Loved that outfit anyways. So I met Mike. He asked if I wanted to be a partner with him. I said yes, no doubt. And we went into partnership. So now I have like a whole team.
Right.
And it's crazy because I was telling my mom on the way here, I was like, okay, we got Dalton, Connor, Caleb, Raj, Nicole,
What?
Lena,
Who are these?
Rowena.
Are these
are
all
all
your
the
trainers?
people on our, not trainers, but on the team. So we've got
Oh.
a sales executive.
Right.
I've got a personal assistant now.
Come
I'm
on.
executive assistant. I'm like, that made me feel like so fancy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, okay, tell your assistant to do that. I'm like, oh, I got to give her things to do. Like, I don't feel right because I've been doing all the things. So
Sure.
it felt,
Right.
kind of strange,
Right.
and there's a little bit of like holding back on that. Like,
So wait, hang on. So partnering with Mike was able to get you
All that.
So are you
And
still,
more.
Are you still partnered with Unleashed
yes.
as well? So both technically.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So if
Well, Unleashed is a service that she pays for
it's a
them.
consulting company,
Yeah.
I pay Unleashed,
Right. She pays Unleashed,
and then we're in partnership together.
and she's in partnership with Mike.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So Raise the Wolf LLC is Amanda and Mike.
Got it.
And actually John Pena as well. So John Pena is like a silent partner.
Okay.
He's the operations manager. Wait, hold on. I'm probably saying that wrong. Operations executive or operations manager for Mike.
Right.
Like Jessica will be for me.
Got it.
So Mike's like front man. John is like bass player.
Got it.
Like he holds the rhythm. He keeps the line going,
Absolutely.
If the bass is off, everybody will be off kind of thing, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
You
I
tell
mean,
me.
Kind of like more like a drummer.
Drum. Yeah.
Okay.
Drummer
Yeah.
definitely. If
Yeah.
drummer's off,
Oh man. Whew.
that's bad.
Yeah.
Bad news bears.
Man, I remember
Yeah,
one time.
because I've heard songs go faster because
Yeah.
the drummer's just faster,
Yeah,
so
I know.
everybody
Yeah.
else has to.
There was one time in the show, and I don't mean to make a little stop here, but you were like, "Can we just start the song
Yeah,
over?"
please.
That's because everything was just, and we're at Scout. We're like, we cannot start this over.
Yeah.
We have to just go.
Did you just stop and then start over?
No,
What'd you do?
no. We just kept playing through it, and we finally leveled out. But this was early in our band
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
Elysian.
Long time
Yeah.
ago.
You know
Anyways,
what? I live by Elysian now.
oh yeah,
the
the street.
street.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
every
good.
time I
Elysian
pass it, I'm like,
Street.
ah,
Yes.
no one's Jesus.
Yeah. No, please, let's not go there.
I used to have that CD in my alarm clock that was a CD player.
Oh yeah,
And I would wake up to your band.
dude, that's awesome.
That was cool.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Pretty cool.
Little ringtone.
Yeah.
It was it was so annoying it woke me up.
Yes.
There you go. That's
my
what it
dream.
That was what we wanted to do. That was what we wanted. We
Yeah.
had the most annoying music that
Successful.
people could ever listen to.
No, y'all are
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
I honestly if you wouldn't have ever started and been bad at it, you gotta make the mess your message,
No,
right?
absolutely. No
Yeah.
no
You gotta
doubt.
be bad at it until you're good at it.
Well, think about it. Like that's that whole thing. You standing up and volunteering. Oops, sorry. Standing up and volunteering to do things. You're not sure. You're gonna make mistakes. That's how you make mistakes. But
Yeah.
you're gonna learn from those mistakes, and you're gonna get even better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Done a lot of learning.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
See, Dr. Dittman asks, given your passion and remarkable drive and passion, where do you see yourself in business in 10 years?
Whoa.
So with at least 10 Raise the Woofs, I want Raise the Woof in every capital city at least.
Whoa.
So
Okay.
franchising for sure.
Yeah,
But
all right.
keeping the philosophy and having really solid standards and making sure that they're met. So no, there's not going to be one Raise the Woof in H-Town that is all force free, and then one in fucking. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
I said I was not going to cut.
Yeah, I know, but
Dang it.
I told you
You're
that.
allowed.
I get you.
You're
But
allowed
okay,
one.
so one, what's the
Sorry,
what's the
Grandma.
capital of California? Sacramento. So one in Sacramento doing.
Yeah.
Actually, California
No, we
wouldn't
gotta
do non-force. They would be very force-free. Okay.
They're all peace and love.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
hippies.
Okay, so let's do it a different. Yeah, I get it. Another state that would Virginia.
Or New York.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
making sure that the standard is the same.
Same. Yeah.
But the idea is every dog training place that you pass ever, take their sign down and put up Raise the Woof.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
dream in
I
10
don't
years.
I'm taking over.
10 years.
Let's go. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, 10 years. I'm gonna be
go.
40, before.
Of course, we won't
Yeah.
displace the
Yeah.
people working. Maybe we integrate them.
No,
into
and
the
they're
company.
integrated. No one gets fired.
Right. No.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, as long as they can learn my way or,
Sure.
our way.
Sure. Yeah.
Then,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
So-
our way or the highway.
No, got it.
You
So
know, because
want
there's
multiple
there's no exception for me on that. Like,
Yeah.
we can't change that. We can't. It's force-free, fear-free, science-based. Science agrees that it is better to train dogs with force-free ways than using force.
Right.
The idea is that if you take the fear and the force away, will the dog still behave that way? Like, cool, your dog behaves well because you're intimidating them.
Right.
But if you stop intimidating them, or you take away whatever the motivation of intimidation or fear or force is, or if you give the leash to the kid, is the dog going to still behave that way?
Got it. Right. Because that's not the intimidator, so to speak.
The
anymore,
dog
right?
has to have a really good reason to do it or not do it.
Well,
and
you
and
don't-
there's in their case, it's like, okay, I want the dog to have a good reason not to do that thing I don't want them to do.
Why not put a
My
positive
idea
spin?
is that I want the dog to have a really good reason to do
Got it.
what I want them to do.
Right.
And then that, like, oh, I do this. It makes sense, right? We
That's
have a
positivity.
connection. We have
Yeah.
a neural connection in the brain that if I do this, this happens. Now the dog has this strong connection. Every time I do this, this happens. Every time I do this, this happens. Every time, like, I'm gonna keep doing this because I like this happening.
Right.
So
So-
that's doing things. What about not doing things you don't want them to do? So like,
You still reward them.
for example, what? For example, jumping on the counter and eating the sandwich you just made. What would you? How would you discipline that, or how would you get them to not want to do that?
Yeah, so there's several things you could do. First, I would teach the dog a place command so that when you're cooking, the dog goes to that place and has a good reason to. So if you go to that place and you stay on that place, when I'm done cooking and I'm done eating, you get a really good reward. Either we're about to go for a walk right after, or I'm gonna give you this yummy treat that you like, or we're gonna play fetch right after. Some type of like very high value reward when you're done with the cooking. So the dog is like, I'm gonna stay here because I want that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's one way I would teach the place command. I would also teach the dog not to counter surf by showing them if they leave that, I give them something more rewarding. The screensaver is on that. I don't know if it's still going.
It should be. I don't know your password though, so
It's my fingerprint. So
you want to fingerprint it just to make sure?
sure, hold on.
That's okay.
We'll pause for this.
Pause for the cause.
Yes.
I know we don't have any, like music for like a break or anything.
We need to make some.
Some just little Jeopardy music.
Okay, it's still recording.
You're still live.
It's
All right.
So do
What's
I have any
up?
questions or anything
So
on
Amanda right now is checking her Facebook Live to see if there's any interactions
I
there.
was trying to get away with being barefoot, but now it's all.
Oh yeah,
on camera.
It's all on
Okay,
camera.
My mama
It's okay.
Said, my mama said, "Good job, Sister Pants. You boys are looking great as well."
Who's that, Mary Rose?
My mom.
Oh, I love,
Shout out to Mary Rose.
I love Miss Mary Rose.
Mary Rose.
That's my second mama. Love her so much.
You get on
Yeah,
that
she's
one.
she's checking all her socials. Any?
Oh dang. Okay. Raise the Woof is raising the awareness.
Raising the awareness.
Nice.
And Amanda followed her heart, and in the process of helping 2- and 4-legged friends alike, found her passion.
Yep.
Okay, let's look. Let's see. Questions. What are your 5 and 10-year goals? I already kind of answered that.
Yep. 5, 10-year goals. She's taking over.
We good.
She's taking over the dog training. Well, so here's the thing. Like, so in order to get everyone on the same page of dog
I might
training,
be actually doing the only feet thing just now because I just showed my bare feet,
Oh, your feet?
on live.
hell
If we
yeah,
get some more,
Somebody's gonna pause and like zoom in.
get some more
Oh,
views
man.
due to the feet. You know.
yeah.
When confronted by
Hey,
the feet.
we do have 19 now, or is that followers?
So
it's
nine
nine.
viewers right now, 19 followers total.
Nice,
But yeah,
nice.
We're good.
We can do a thing called only pause. We just
Only
take.
pause.
Hey.
Oh, wait. What
no,
about
no.
like a adoption thing where you swipe left and right for you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Matching pets with owners?
Matching pets with owners.
Is that a thing yet?
Raise
I
the
don't know.
Woof could be a part of something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, we got so many things in the works.
in the
Like,
works, I bet. Well, so
Yeah.
here's what I was going to say first.
This head is used for more than just a hat holder.
Oh yeah, no
Like,
doubt, no doubt. Write them down, sister.
Oh, I do.
Make that stuff there. Make that stuff a
Now I'm
reality.
just freely cussing. So,
Hell
Yeah,
Mom,
yeah.
sorry, we can't share this with grandma.
No,
She can
show
listen
grandma.
up to the 1 hour and 22 minute mark.
Is that,
Yeah.
is that our stamp right now?
Yeah.
Are we at an hour and 22?
Timestamp.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No. So to get everyone on the same page, what I was going to say, if you're going to have multiple locations, it sounds like you're going to need to make training videos or something to, that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, or fly out to each city and kind of.
Well, I'm sure you'll have to do that from time to time.
Yeah.
But once you have franchise owners, they have the all the training materials and stuff that they need to get to get that franchise, up and running and operating the way that Amanda Burk needs them to operate.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost impossible to have a business without being online and having some kind of online presence. Because as soon as somebody's like, "Oh, I do dog training," they're going to Google you, and if they
Right,
can't
right.
find anything on Google, they're going to be like, "Oh, she ain't legit." Like that's just how people figure out your credibility is by looking you up online.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just how it is now. So definitely have to make some kind of.
Well, see what he does. See, I don't like that. I don't want that.
Don't want it.
Now here's the thing. He
Yeah.
jumped on me, right? But
Did you ignore him?
I did actually.
And
Yeah.
did I got his attention because
Right, you did the click, click.
I was much more interesting. Well,
Yeah.
I did the click
Oh, what?
to get his attention.
Yeah.
And then I made myself more interesting than you
Ah, that's fine.
by
You're
like,
not-
hey, oh my god,
You're not
Yeah,
very
yeah.
interesting, Thomas. You're not very
Well,
interesting.
here's the thing. So, I have
least interesting man in the world.
I have a force-based training. My training is force-based, so I was going to punch you to the nose.
Oh my
Yeah, man.
god,
That's
I would have
pretty-
punched you on live.
Yeah.
Like I'll be
Straight
forceful
up.
with people if they
Yeah.
need me to.
Oh, no doubt. I've seen you fight.
Hey, don't be saying that.
Oh,
we
sorry.
we professional.
Oh, that's true.
Did you kick my dog?
Yeah, you kick it. Did you kick him?
I didn't kick your dog. Sorry, I
better
didn't kick
not.
your dog.
Bet
My bad.
not.
No.
You come over to my house and you kick my dog.
Hey, well, I will say this. So, yeah, I did say I've seen Amanda fight. That's only because
When did you see me fight?
I didn't see her fight.
Oh, no. We're not telling that story.
That's what I'm saying. We've grown
that
up
was
together.
Miranda.
People needs to know that we've
People
grown
needs
up.
to know.
They need to know we've grown up together from
Yeah.
single digits
From the womb.
From the womb, from single digits to now. She was
Yeah.
born in '89. I was born in '87.
Yeah.
I think we met in the early '90s. And
89.
single digits.
You met me when I was an infant.
Well, I knew
was
you were.
brought-
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Well,
that.
I don't either. But
Yeah.
you and my brother were 3 and 2.
Yeah.
When I was
we were
born.
young. Yeah. When you were born,
so
we were 3
you-
and 2, and then when I actually started playing with Matt all the time, we were like 5 and 6.
Yeah.
And then so you were obviously always around.
Yeah. So
know what I
5. You 5, 6. I would have been 3 or 4.
Yeah, something like that.
Or
Right.
4 or 5. Wait, hold on. Never mind.
How old is you now?
How old is you? I'm 34.
Okay, and I'm 36. So there it is. So we're 2 years apart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew that much.
Yeah.
87, 89.
Right. So you were 3 when I first met Matt. But anyways, we've been in each other's lives for a long time
Yeah.
now. That I've seen all sides of you. We don't have to discuss them, of course. Right now, we're here to talk about.
I'm a human being.
But you're
you know?
a human being, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not embarrassed of my past. I mean,
No.
there's things I would have done differently, but everything that has happened, literally,
Yeah.
everything good, bad,
Right.
ugly, stupid, smart, all of that stuff
Right.
made me who I am today.
Yeah.
And today, this person is someone I'm really fucking proud of.
Yeah, I'm proud of you too.
I've given it to the wind on the cuss words. It's just there. We're here now.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Sorry, but I am effing proud of
Right on.
who I am.
You should be.
And I love me, and I love me unconditionally.
Good.
I mean, we're honestly just very proud of you. It
Yeah.
seems like it almost like happened overnight. Like
It does seem that way.
You went from this love and passion for just being around dogs and taking care of dogs, even like this rescue thing you were doing years ago, and just
Mikey J gonna make me cry.
over the last 6 I guess I don't know. It feels like over the last 6 to 8 weeks, it just exploded
Yeah.
into just posts, and then seeing you on the Fox 26 or the Fox
40.
40.
Yeah.
And that was just mind blowing to know that someone's love of their passion is just actually created a level of success that
Right.
a lot of people strive for and are just trying to get to, and just want to know how you even got there, and for you to share that success story
yeah.
with us.
Sure.
No doubt.
We love you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love y'all too. Thank you so much, Mikey J.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
moment of silence for Mikey J's words. Okay. That way I can wipe my tears.
Well, back to what you had said though. I mean, so your business is where it's at now. Are you ever gonna work for someone else? Are you clocking in anywhere?
No. To the no.
But I mean, are we at that point with Raise the Wolf?
Yeah, I ain't giving up.
That we can say that
There's no going back.
This is it.
No, it's only up from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Absolutely. Your wife is going to be my little school bus driver.
Oh, right. Yes. Yes. I've seen, what's funny is my mom showed me, or she showed my daughter rather, videos, TikToks of dogs actually getting on buses like for school.
Yeah.
I think that
So
was
is
like
that
Alaska.
is that the yeah, I saw, yeah, I think it was Alaska. There was snow.
So
But
cute.
is that the vision you have?
Yeah.
Is have a bus?
Don't be giving away all my ideas though,
I'm not trying to give
you
them
gotta
away.
keep them some under the table and then okay, so let me just point out real quick what
Okay.
Mikey J said about how it seems like it happened overnight.
Right.
I think that's really people, it was an overnight success. They don't see all that work.
Oh, sure.
Y'all do because y'all know me.
Right.
But I haven't really, I only have I say only, if there was 480 people in this room, it would be a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have 479 last time I looked followers,
Okay.
which compared to 100,000,
Sure.
comparison is the thief of joy. So I'm not going to compare.
Yeah.
But as far as it being an overnight thing, when I went to Charlotte, that was June 27th, my birthday. Mm-hmm. It's now close to August 27th. It's August 26th it is the 27th.
Today's the 27th.
Oh shit. In just those couple months,
Yes.
I went from I only had 100 followers to 300. I got 300 followers since then.
Got it.
Right. And the only thing that changed is that I started engaging more and letting my personality out more.
Got it.
So I had my personal page, I had my business page, and then I had this other page. And the other page was for women empowerment, basically, that I had created. And I was like, why am I doing all these separate things? Mm-hmm. Why not just let myself shine?
Mush them together?
I guess I kind of worried about not being professional enough or not, saying the wrong things and feeling like I really needed to be really scripted or professional. And that's that idea that women have in corporate America is that we have to be these perfect little angels, and it's no, I'm a little ghetto, I'm a little hood, I'm a little country, I'm a little
All these things.
hippie,
Right.
I'm not just some cog in a wheel. I own this business. I can be myself. I can let myself shine.
Sure.
And I think that's another thing that Mike showed me was because we met, right? And I'm he's give me a flow. And I think was just he didn't expect me
He
to
went
really.
your freestyle?
Yeah.
But he didn't know your
He
background.
didn't know I was about to just
He didn't
go.
know you from H-Town, man. Let's go. All right. So would you?
So he was oh shit. He told me later. He was
Yeah.
damn, you got some bars, girl. And I was okay, thank you. Please don't make me freestyle right now. But
Yeah, I won't. We won't.
And people
but
relate to that
check
too.
it out. It's your
Yeah.
girl AB from the Wolf Pack. If you want to get down with the Wolf, you gotta come call me. WTF? Why you call me? This rap sucks, but my training don't.
So you need to hit her up and calls Raise the Wolf. What? Nah.
RaiseTheWolfHTX.com.
Let's
You
go.
can find me on Instagram and Facebook. Raise the Wolf HTX.
Mikey J, let's pull him up.
Mike and J. But yeah, so I just kind of gave up this facade I was trying to give.
Yeah.
I was still being myself, but I was only being part of myself. And
Right.
so that was something that Mike encouraged. You're going to be relatable. And what that's going to do is you're going to push people away that aren't your people.
Sure.
And you're going to attract people that are.
Yeah.
And so people want, if I'm going to be with you 6, 9, or 12 hours or more,
Right.
you gotta vibe with me.
Right.
And if you don't, we got Connor and Lena, Yeah.
That's true.
But the thing was, the idea is that be yourself so that it first of all, just be authentic. That feels right.
Right.
You're the only you, be you.
Right.
But also you're going to work with people that vibe with you, that align with you, that can understand you, can relate to you.
Mm-hmm.
And no one wants to especially in-home dog training. I don't want some dude I don't like or some chick I don't like in my house working with my dog who's my baby.
True.
So be yourself. Let people
Right.
know who you are.
Right.
And so, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but be yourself.
I forgot where you're going with that too. And
I told you to help me stay on track.
I know, and I failed you, and I failed you there.
No,
It's
y'all.
overnight success, right?
It was the
Yeah,
overnight
yeah,
success. It was
yeah.
all the work.
So you
now
don't.
you're here.
yeah,
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
work she's put in, all the different, things that nobody really sees behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But you just see.
And everyone who is going to come to know you, like starting from today and on, they're not going to know you from beforehand. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like they're just going to see where you are right now, and then where you're going to be later. I mean, they'll see the growth from here till whenever the future, whenever that happens. But it's like they'll never see what happened before.
Right.
So if they don't-
Right.
so it's kind of like it's like a snapshot, right?
Yeah.
People can see you at where you are right now, and then maybe they don't follow you, or maybe they'll require your services later on down the road, and they'll be like, "Oh wow, you've grown so much since they first kind of heard about you." So I mean, hopefully, I don't know, we can bring you some more customers. And I know we don't have a huge following or anything, but I mean, pretty much almost everybody owns a dog. I mean, or at
There's
least they
more
should.
dogs. There's more dogs in the
They
world
don't.
than there are people.
Yeah.
So most houses that you go to, there's going to be a dog there, or if not one, two, you
Yeah.
know, or three or seven,
Yeah.
So that's the thing is like this is not a need that's going to go away. More and more people are having less kids and more
pets. Yeah, that's like a thing now. I think some scientists are actually worried about it. It's like all the newer generations, because of the crazy housing and income
Right.
depravities and things. It's like people can't afford to start a family, but they can afford to own pets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So more people are owning pets instead of having babies, I guess.
Yeah, so it's true. And I mean, and for some people, it's also like they can't have kids.
Right.
A lot of people, like a lot of women, have that thing where people, oh, we need to have kids, or why don't you have kids? And you just give them like, well, I chose not to because you don't want to get into it.
Right.
And it's like, well, those women that have that motherly instinct, getting a pet, like that is a way for them to have that outlet, be a caregiver. And men too, like maybe they're in a marriage where they can't get pregnant, and having that dog is like, being that having a place for that caregiving to go.
Yeah, the love to go. They need an outlet for it.
Yeah, so it's for all reasons people have pets, but I just want to acknowledge the fact that like sometimes it people are like, oh, you're obsessed with your dog. Like, well, that's my baby.
Yeah.
Like I fed it I with the milk, and like I cared for it, and I brought it up, and yeah, like dogs give us so much.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, unconditional love is just the overall gift that we get from them. Someone excited to see you every time you come home, and yeah.
Yeah, the attention that they give you, the happiness and joy that they give you, and man, I mean, I love my dog like so much. He's my Bubba.
He's beautiful.
Yeah,
He's sexy.
funny 'cause
He's a sexy
You
dog.
can go through.
You sound funny.
Yeah, because my mic's muted. There it is.
That's because you had to burp.
Yeah. he hit the burp button. No, you can go through some of the most stressful things in your life, but you have a dog there.
Yeah.
I promise you, they put it all into a perspective.
Yeah, they don't care
can
about
make
any
it
of
all.
that.
Yeah, they don't know
They don't
none
care
of
about
that
your
stuff.
shortcomings
Yeah.
or whatever.
One time I got into a real bad fight. I actually got beat up. It is what it is. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't me.
It wasn't her. Yeah, it definitely wasn't me. And my dog was there. Obviously afterwards, kind of like literally licking the
Lick the
wounds.
wounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was just like, oh, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Yeah.
I just got beat up.
Yeah, hey man, it happens.
And they
man.
know when you're sad. They come
they're there for you,
console
man.
and
So you know what? Saw a really cool documentary. You probably saw the same thing. I think it was on HBO. I can't remember, but it had something to do. It was called like Man's Best Friend. And it was the way it was filmed. It looked like that. What is that? Planet Earth. The way they filmed all this stuff. Yeah, it was kind of like that. But it talked about like the evolution of dogs, of course, coming from wolves and things of that nature. But I thought it was very interesting how there was just this one wolf, apparently, thousands of years ago, right?
Yeah.
This one wolf that was coming around the humans, right? And it was something about this wolf's eyes, I guess. You know what I mean? This look. And who knows if this is how it really went down, but this is how the
It's like the
documentary
beginning of the puppy dog
yeah,
eyes.
yeah, exactly. But this is how the documentary explained it, was that there was this one wolf came up to the humans, and normally humans, pack of humans, see a wolf. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna kill it. You know what I mean? But the way this wolf approached, there was something about it, and so then one of the persons threw it. Whatever, mammoth meat, whatever the hell it was that they, got, and
saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah, some saber-toothed tiger, and so
some pterodactyl.
Yeah, and so
Patera.
Pterodactyl.
Why is there a P there?
Sorry. So the wolf eats it, right? So the wolf eats it.
Yeah.
I thought I had a little bit more of a break. So the wolf eats it, and then really, okay, and then the wolf would alert them to like danger, especially like a bear. So a bear. And bear's a bear, man. You see a bear, you better, run, lay down, die, kill, whatever.
Die.
It's not gonna be
Just die.
Yeah, I don't know. The bear is definitely danger.
Yeah.
Okay. And the wolf was like, barking or whatever,
Right.
and it alerted these people to the people were like, wait a second, I got this wolf here. You know what I'm saying? It's alerting me to danger. Protecting us. It'll go to attack that bear or something, and then we can kill the bear together. Whatever the case is.
Yeah.
The early humans saw some utility in these wolves.
Yeah, they were tools.
And pretty soon, here we are now, domesticated. Wolves are quite literally, man's best friend.
Yeah.
And that's where it all started. And it was a really cool documentary. I forget what it was. I think it was called just Man's Best Friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a new one. Did you ever watch that one?
I did not watch that one, but I do know about the evolution
of
of
it?
dogs
Yeah, of course you
and
would.
the domestication of them. And
Right,
that's why
right.
I feel like, it's kind of like one of those things where we didn't necessarily, like me and you.
Right.
Obviously, we did not domesticate the dogs, but
Right.
I feel like because our species did,
Right.
we have a responsibility
Obligation.
to them.
Yep, absolutely.
So yeah, I just kind of fulfill that obligation like wholeheartedly and help other people as well.
Yeah. I mean, you offer this service, people will take this service, obviously for as long as the lifetime of a dog passes. That's painful. That's not something that I think people take, lightly. I know some people can, but other people, some people just have that disconnect, I guess. It's a dog.
Unfortunately,
whatever, But I mean, quite literally, one of your dogs dies, you take that hard. It's a part of your family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where we are now with dogs.
Yeah, your dog Weeder is, I think him and Graham are about the same age. Graham is going to be 14 in November.
Yeah, Weeder was
And
born in
Weeder's
2000.
13?
Yeah, he was born in 2010.
Yeah, Graham was born the year before. So, we've got old dogs that, we're not going to have in 10 years.
Oh, dude, it was sad to me when Weeder went blind.
Yeah.
And I noticed it because we always played fetched and the tennis ball and all that stuff, and we played fetch. I'm like, man, he's not going for that ball. He's completely missing it.
One thing real
was
quick
like,
while
oh,
you're talking about that,
he's going blind.
there are certain colors that dogs can't see. So if you're going to get a tennis ball, the best color to get is a blue tennis ball.
Nice.
Just
I did not know
real
that.
quick.
No, that's good. That's good.
But yeah, Graham's going deaf. And actually my mom was at my house this weekend and she was like, why are you talking so loud at Graham? Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, he can't hear me, Mom. Like, I
Yeah.
have to talk louder.
It's sad though, isn't it?
Because I was like calling him to come inside, and I'm like, saying his name
Yeah.
kind of loud. And,
Yeah.
and my mom's like, dang, Amanda, like, you ain't being force free. You
Yeah,
know? And
yeah,
I'm like, no,
right,
Mom,
right.
he's deaf.
He's
Like,
going
he's going
deaf.
deaf. And you can also see he's going a little bit blind, too. You can see the cataracts or whatever.
Yeah, that cloudiness.
The cloudiness.
That's where Weeder's at. I think Weeder's going deaf too. But who knows, man?
Poor baby. He's going to be like the Helen Keller.
Yeah.
The Helen Keller of
dogs.
rat terriers.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
he's not a rat terrier. He's a Jack Russell terrier.
Yeah, Jack Russell Terrier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, what were we talking about?
So I think we have some questions.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Some questions.
Let's field
Cool.
some questions.
Yeah, so Dr. Dittman says one of the biggest issues with animals is potty training. What is your approach to potty training?
First of all, supervision, prevention, patience, and consistency. I guess would be like the top. Yeah.
What was it? Supervision? What?
So the first thing I would say is prevention and supervision.
Okay.
The second thing I would suggest is crate training. The third thing would be use positive reinforcement, and the fourth thing would be consistency and patience. So with potty training, again, dogs are born into this world not knowing our human rules. even at full age, dogs are roughly like on average the IQ of a 2-year-old. So that kind of puts things into perspective. You know, there's deviations from that average, right? But on average, they have a 2-year-old IQ.
Okay.
So your dog is going to just go potty where it needs to go. It's going to go. It doesn't care that that's your Russian or Oriental rug, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
It's going to go where it needs to because it needs to eliminate. So it's going to eliminate, right? So you've got to teach your dog where you want him to go and give him a good reason to go there. So that's where like the positive reinforcement part comes in. I actually have some videos. So I have a free course online. You can type into your Google or your phone or whatever. You could even say, "Hey Siri, take me to freedogtrainings.com." So that's trainings with an S, freedogtrainings.com. There's a free course on there that goes
That's your
over.
course. I'm sorry, that's your course.
It's me. Yeah,
Okay.
it's me. Hi, I'm the trainer. It's me. Yeah. So yeah.
some T-Swift for you.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can go there and I go over potty training, leash walking, socialization, and crate training.
Okay.
So it's useful. I go over how to speak dog, which is one of the things that it's the skill I mastered to be able to do any of this is I have to be able to communicate with the dog. And not only that, but I have to be able to teach other people how to communicate with the dog. So on that course, I teach you how to speak dog. Of course, it's just a foundational, thing. You definitely need more than just the course to get where you need to go.
Sure.
But the idea, like you were saying, getting online and stuff, you're going to have to be more online. Yes, this is my start. So free course online, freedogtrainings.com. You can get like a base level understanding of what to do, how to train your dog. And you get support, accountability. You get my team. You get me for any questions that you have.
Yeah.
You get access to a private training group.
Okay.
Where, sorry to say, but your problems with your dog are not unique to you. Like everyone's having a potty issue problem. Everyone's having dogs pulling on the leash or whining in the crate or chewing up their shoes or yelling at other dogs. Not yelling. I usually say yelling because I'm trying to like teach people, but
barking at other dogs.
Barking at other dogs and lunging at them or, whatever. You're not unique in that this problem is just something that you deal with. Like everyone that has had a dog probably had a dog
had this issues
poop in their house.
no doubt.
How important is like socialization?
Oh, it's paramount and it's so important. If you don't socialize your dog within the first 12 weeks of their life, you're going to have some sort of socialization issue. Yeah.
How would you break your dog out of that?
Exposure. Desensitization is what we call it in the dog training world. And you can kind of relate to it in the human world, like exposure therapy for people that are anxious or have phobias, like a person scared of spiders.
Yeah.
You've got to expose them to spiders.
Dr. Dimon, we have to expose him.
Yeah. Is he scared of spiders?
Dude, super afraid of spiders. That dude's a big chicken when it comes to spiders. Yeah, we'll have to Lane, we're going to expose you to spiders, just so you know, and it's for your own good. Okay?
But you got to give him a good reason.
Yeah. Oh.
Hello? What happened to the...
I might have moved this shit around.
No, you're
I
good.
fidget.
You're good, sorry.
And I was moving the.
Well, I was going to say something. I don't mean to cut you off. So I hope that answered your question too, though, Lane. And freedogtrainings.com. I think Mikey J has pulled that up.
Yeah, I see it there.
Okay. Is there any way we can put that video and actually have our viewership watch that?
Yeah.
With audio?
I believe so.
It's very loud in the beginning.
Let's check it out. And we could take a break if we need to, but let's check it out. How long is it?
It's only like a minute
We only
long.
got a minute.
Oh, no, we don't. It's not enough time for a break.
Like, can't even go to the bathroom without it.
okay.
Yeah. Let's check it out.
You gotta
It
click.
says click for sound up in the top.
Click for sound.
Right.
Ripley. He is a really good dog. He is house trained, he is potty trained, he walks really well on a
Loud
leash. But guess what? Most
they
dogs
can't
his
see me
age
right now,
do
Oregon?
not. They're chewing on your shoes. They're crying in the kennel all night. They're going potty on your new carpet. The reason I tell you this is my name is Amanda Burk. I am the founder and owner of Raise a Woof Dog Training based out of Houston, Texas. And what I've done is I've put together a list of the top 5 behavioral issues that puppies have and how to fix them. It's yours for free. All you got to do is click the link below, watch the video. Once you have the result, shout us out on our page. page. Let us know that it helped you so that we can help other people. If you want your dog to be as well behaved as Ripley, you got to click that link. I'll see you on the other side. Bye.
Oh,
Okay, there we go. So our viewership can see this webpage, Mikey J?
Yeah, there's they can see that.
Okay, great. So this is, dude, Amanda, so walk us through this. So obviously we just saw that clip.
yep.
All right. And then that's the instant I'm sorry, excuse me. That's promoting the instant access to your free dog training.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
But you said that's just the foundation.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, there's so much more. I mean, this will give you a lot to get you started. Like, this
Okay.
will give you immediate fix for the potty training, the crate training, the leash walking.
Okay.
As long as you implement it and you listen to what I say and you do it,
Right.
it's going to work.
You got to do it. You got to do the homework.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, no matter where or how you're training your dog, you can't just do it one time.
Scroll back up, bub. Let me see. Okay. Let's get that whole thing.
That's my dog, Astrid.
You got to
right
stay
there.
consistent. That's what you've been saying.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, even Graham, like, he's 14 in November. He'll be 14, and I still reward him. I still tell him he's a good boy. You know,
Yeah.
I still give him rewards when he does what I want to see.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not only rewarding when you ask them to do something and they do it. It's rewarding good behavior all the time. The more that you reward good behavior, the more often it's going to happen.
Okay.
So, like Link, for instance, Link came over, he jumped on you,
Right.
and then he got down, and then he came over here and he laid down. You didn't give him attention for jumping. I gave him attention for being on all fours, and then I stopped giving attention, and he laid down. When he laid down, it would have been a good idea. I didn't
Give him a treat.
to tell. Well, not necessarily
Oh.
treat. You could just say, "Yes, good boy."
Got it.
You don't want to be like,
Positive reinforcement.
"Yes, good boy," because then he'll probably just get up again.
Amp him up. Yeah.
Yeah, so tonality and
Whoa.
volume
Yeah.
and all that is
All that
important.
matters.
Yeah. So there's a lot more to be taught. You know, it can give you a foundation and a start on where he heard us looking at him. He's like, "I'm a good boy." But yeah, so yeah, the course definitely will get you some good information. It'll get you started. You can start practicing. You can start working through it. It gives you a socialization checklist to go through and socialize your dog with all that stuff. That is, you know, where right now you guys are all probably seeing me because we've just started doing Facebook ads. So again, talking about like entrepreneurship, like so what I started out with was Google ads. Google ads are more targeted. Like, people are going to Google what they're looking for.
Right.
Facebook ads are more broad. Like, you have to find the dog owners, and like, people are going to see that aren't dog owners, right? So targeting your reach, like, I would say maybe start with Google ads like I did. I don't have experience not doing it that way because that's how I did it.
Sure.
But the Google people are looking for a dog trainer, they're looking for a podcaster, they're looking for whatever your business might be. So I would start out with Google, and then I would go to social media from there, because
Right.
you can do organic reach on social media, like just posting, you know, your own thing,
Reels
right?
and
Like
those,
what
yeah.
you guys are doing.
Right.
But, you know, the paid ads and finding like the demographic that's, you know, looking for you.
You got to pay for that service.
For Facebook ads?
For any of it. Google ads, Facebook ads,
Yeah.
Instagram ads, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess Facebook and Instagram, same thing. Same company. So
Yeah.
you pay for ads on one, you can probably get ads for the other.
Yes.
But you're
do.
paying.
Yes,
It's an investment, though. Same thing
It
with
is.
Unleashed. Same thing with Unleashed.
it is.
So it had a high sticker
Yeah.
price, but it's worth it in the end.
Yeah. I mean, I went through the college route and I had to pay for that. And now I'm doing the entrepreneurship and I'm having to pay for that.
Right. Yeah.
So, like, it's just paying for personal development. And as long as you put the work in and you are consistent and you keep going and you work hard, like, it's going to pay you back. It should pay you back tenfold.
Yeah.
You know? But the thing that's behind all this is money, because money's whatever, you know.
Yeah.
It's just something that we made up that we have to live by now, unfortunately.
Yeah, we can go into the
But
philosophical part
It's
of it.
there. It's a thing. And what's the best, like, with money, I need to make a lot of money. And the reason I need to make a lot of money is because I have an obligation and a duty to help people.
Right.
That I was born with that. I can't do nothing about that. That's not going away.
Right.
So I have an obligation to help people. I love dogs. I love animals in general, you know. So I have a duty as a human being. I have a responsibility for dogs because we domesticated them. As a individual, as a personality, as Amanda, I have a duty to help people because I was born with that. So taking these two things and doing that as my job and taking the money that I make to help more people,
Right.
I have to do that.
Yeah.
So if it was shells or little conch shells that I had to trade you,
Yeah.
I'd be getting all the conch shells because I need
Yeah.
to get all the dogs some dog food.
Right.
you know, like,
Right. Right.
Those
Whatever it
punches
is.
is pretty good.
Got it,
Yeah.
man. It's so funny because money, you know, it's 100% the means. It's not the end.
It's a tool.
No doubt. And it's quite literally that. But sometimes I think we lose focus of that. And
Absolutely.
we think that it's the end more than anything.
Yeah.
And it's quite,
It's
it's
not.
not. It's really not.
It's what you can do with that money.
Right.
And how you can change people's lives.
Right.
For me. And that's where I think it becomes good or evil is like,
Sure.
is it what I can do for me or what I can do for other people? You know, of course, everyone's going to think a little bit about themselves, right? Because I can't do anything.
You got to eat.
Yeah, well,
on,
not only
you know?
that, but like I can't help anyone if I don't help myself.
Sure,
Like
yeah.
if I am too worried about how I'm going to pay my bills or how I'm going to get to work or how I'm going to pay for food this month, then
Right.
how is there anything left for me to help somebody train their
That's
dog?
what I'm trying to get. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
You
like,
got to eat.
Yeah,
That's what I quite literally mean.
I will die if I don't
Yeah,
eat. Yeah,
yeah.
I guess I guess when I hear that, I think about when people are like, "You gotta eat though." Like, I gotta make the money. I guess for me,
Oh.
that's what I hear. But literally,
I'm
like,
quite literally saying you need to
you
eat.
have to eat. So you have to have money to eat so you don't die.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So just
I
basically.
guess I hear it so much. I think I'm desensitized.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
it.
You think I'm doing the hype man part
Yeah,
of
yeah,
it? No,
yeah.
I'm not.
We
I don't
gotta
mean.
eat.
I don't mean
Yeah.
that version.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean the quite
No,
literal
literally, you
version. You,
gotta
need to
eat.
take care of yourself.
Yeah, you gotta buy groceries.
And it's quite. It's just like you said. Because if you don't take care of yourself, how is there anything left for you in it to do for
Can't
anyone
pour
else?
from an empty cup.
Right.
I know
You
it's
know what I mean?
said, it's oversaid, but yeah, it's true. They tell you to put your oxygen mask on first.
And then help somebody else.
Yep.
Right,
It's
so that's-
because you literally cannot help other people if you do not help yourself. So
Right.
my personal development is the utmost important thing. That's why it's the first thing I do every morning. And
Right
it's the
on.
last thing I do every night.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
That's one notable change I think I've seen about you because
And it-
because I've been friends with you for so long. I've actually seen you do the reverse. I've actually seen you try to help people when you have nothing left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's in you to do that. But unfortunately, it was to your detriment.
Yeah.
You know, and having to sit on the sidelines and see that. You
Yeah.
know, and try to tell you like, hey, man, you know what I mean? I don't think I've ever told you that, but
You
know.
have, and you tried in ways that you thought would get to me, right?
Yeah.
Like, cause, you know, it's just I'm a giver.
Right.
I, you know, can anyone truly be altruistic? Can anyone truly be selfless? I don't know. I think that
If all their things are satisfied first, if they're taken care of first, then maybe yes.
Okay, like if we talk about Mother Teresa, she did all that good so she could go to heaven, right?
Not for that reasons. I mean, nuns are different. Here's the thing.
Nun-
but
okay,
here's the
nuns
thing.
are different.
But here's what I'm trying to get at though. She has a place. She had a place to live, the monastery, and she had three hots and a cot. You know what I'm saying?
3 hots in a cot.
That means
Three
three hot meals,
a day.
three hot meals,
Place to sleep.
and a place to sleep.
I
That's
was
what
like, dang, Mother Teresa was.
No, I didn't mean it like that. Good Lord! Hey, don't send us to hell.
Alright.
Don't send us to hell on this podcast, Amanda. She's
Turn
like a
Mother
saint.
Teresa into
I think,
some
We're
kind of
not
a-
good.
I think she's a saint now.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't send us to hell on this podcast.
No, I love Mother Teresa,
but I guess
and I
what I'm
love
trying
what
to
she
say-
did. But what I'm saying is that can anyone truly be selfless?
And all I was trying to say is if they have all their basic needs met, yes.
What
then
I
from
think,
there you
what I
can
think
go
she's
forward.
trying to say is when someone does something, they're rewarded
They get something back.
with at very least, a dopamine rush.
Right.
You know, a feeling of good.
I'm a good person.
that's a good
I
point.
did a good thing.
That's a good point.
It feels good.
Thank
to
you,
do.
Cody.
So
Yeah.
you know, it's like, do you continue to do good things in order to get that dopamine rush,
Or are you just doing them just because?
or do you really just want?
This
to
messed
do
me
something?
up.
That's deep.
This
That's
messed me
deep.
up in college. Like
Yeah.
I did the ethics class, and my mom kept calling it ethnics.
good
I'm like,
Lord.
Mom, it's ethics.
Yeah.
She's like the ethnics class. I'm like, oh my god. Sorry, Mom, but yeah, the ethics class. It was something like morality and how can we say something is moral And yeah, that's for another podcast. We might have to have another one for that.
Yeah, that's deep.
But yeah, it was hard for me to, because they used the Mother Teresa example, and I'm like, Mother Teresa is a saint. How dare you?
Yeah, right.
And then I was like, maybe she wasn't. She just did it for God because she wanted to go to heaven. And then I was like, okay, so like the argument can be made. But anyways, let's talk more about me.
Yeah.
Enough about Mother Teresa.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about me.
So we saw freedogstrainings.com, but don't you have another Raise the Woof actual website? Raise the Woof. God dog it.
It's okay. Raise the Woof, HTX, like Houston, Texas.
Right.
.com. There it is.
That's it.
That's me.
That's how we can sign up for your services.
So you can, yeah, that's the start. So we need to find out what you need from us before
Right.
we can give you what you need.
Also, an assessment. Assessment takes place.
Yeah. So this is getting you on the phone, finding out what your goals are, what your issues are, where you need to be, and then once we've got that information, then you meet the trainer. So we still do in-home dog training. So we need to figure out where you're at in Houston. Houston is huge.
Oh yeah.
So we cover all of Houston and most of Greater Houston collectively, Connor, Elena, and I.
Okay.
So figure out where you're at, who you're going to train with. And then, and this is all free, right? The phone call's free. It's about 30 minutes.
Okay.
Once we have the phone call done, we know what we got to do. We've got 3 different options. You can do 6 weeks, 12 weeks. 6, 9, or 12 week programs.
Okay.
I said that wrong too. Sessions. So you can get 6 sessions with a Fur Baby Jumpstart. That's for dogs about 4 to 6 months old.
Okay.
It is going to get you a good foundation, get you a good, well-rounded puppy. It's going to be heavily focused on socialization because, again, the first 12 weeks of your dog's life are really important for socialization so that you don't have any problems in the future.
Got it.
The middle ground, the package number 2 advanced doggy course, it's for dogs that are a little bit older that maybe are like pulling on leash a lot or they're barking at other dogs or they're like not super major issues, but like just issues that are like making your life really hard.
Got it.
Because yeah, so let me go into this next thing. So the 12 session program is more for like the dogs that are like trying to fight other dogs or they've bitten another dog. Real quick, let me just say, like, I work with all breeds, all dogs, all behaviors,
Right.
all ages. So the old saying, old dogs cannot learn
New tricks. I can't teach an old dog new
You
tricks.
can't teach an old dog. That's absolutely
That's false. That's false.
You can totally teach an old dog new tricks. It's gonna be a little harder because it's the more persistent behavior, depending
Sure.
on what it is.
Right.
But you can teach old dogs new tricks.
Right on.
And then, so what I was gonna say is that you have 3 options. It's gonna be customized to you. We will figure out where you need to be and how to get you there. But what I wanted to say was that if your dog is like stressing you out and your life is troublesome because your dog, there's no way that your life, that you can ever have like pure happiness. If you have this disruption in your life from
With
your
that dog. Yeah, with that
and
dog.
most
yeah.
of us love our dogs, but we don't always like them. And without getting this issue fixed, it's either you're just going to be not as happy as you could be, or you're going to have to get rid of your dog.
Right.
And most of the people that I work with, like, that's the very last thing that they want to do is get rid of their dog. Like,
Yeah.
I've had so many clients like in tears, either just in that first phone call. So be ready, you might cry, and it's okay if you do. I got a shoulder you can virtually cry on,
Right on.
and then in person you can cry on it there.
Right.
And like, because this is serious. Like, these are our family members. These
Yeah,
are our
yeah, yeah.
babies that like we love, but it's making my life hard. It's embarrassing. Like, I'm trying to walk down the street and my neighbors see me being pulled down by my Great Dane or my
Right.
Dogo Argentino or my pit bull or whatever it is. So no matter what the issue that you're having with your dog, I'm not going to turn you away. No matter if your dog has bit 7 people, I'm not going to turn you away.
Right.
Whatever you need, like, we got you. We're going to
Right.
help you no matter how long it takes. You have lifelong support from us that's for free. And then also, if you need more training, like if you do 6, 9, or 12 sessions with us and you need 13 or you need 20 or you need, more sessions,
Right.
then we'll do more sessions with you. You don't have to pay for another program. Where we're coming from is just a love for dogs, a passion for helping people, and a science background of understanding like how it works, what to do, and how to do it, and then teaching people how to do it too.
Right.
So if you think, oh, well, it might be easy for you, Amanda, because you grew up with dogs and you speak dog, like you can learn. If you have an open mind and you have an open heart and you are committed to working with your dog,
You can do it too.
30 minutes a day.
Right.
It's not that much time.
Right.
That can be 15 minutes twice a day. Just a little bit every day, we can get you where you need to be.
Yeah, because the training doesn't end after the session.
No.
No.
It
It's
a
continues
continual-
every day
yeah, it's continual.
in the household
Yeah.
where the dog's going to be for years to come.
Do you
Yeah.
have any success stories you could like to share with us?
Sure.
I'm sure you have-
Yeah.
I'm sure you have
There's
tons.
some case studies that you can, or video reviews you can find on my Instagram if you want
Okay.
to watch
You
them.
have video reviews?
Yeah, I have a couple on there.
On
I have
Instagram.
3 on Instagram.
Mikey J?
Jamie. I'm just kidding.
Mikey Jamie.
Mikey Jamie.
Mikey Jamie.
Hashtag Mikey Jamie.
No. You're right. Mikey J. We'll make you your own person. That's for sure. So you have video, what would you call those? I
Video
guess?
reviews, or case
yes,
studies, or
yes.
testimonials, whatever
yes.
floats your boat or
Yes,
tickles your
yes.
pickle. Yeah, there's some on there, but there was a Dogo Argentino, which is basically like a huge pit bull, that had bitten several people. Had
Whoa.
the neighbor, like, this dog's huge. He was like 120 pounds. And this woman lived by herself,
Okay.
and she had a pit bull that she had had for like 15 years.
Right.
And then she had this Dogo Argentina Kramer. Well, Kramer, we knew his history. So before I came over, I told her, how to muzzle train him so that we could protect ourselves, because he is a very big dog.
Right.
And even, a strong man, if a dog wants to go bite somebody or go after somebody, like, with that much power in one dog and 4 legs instead of 2, like, you can pull a person down pretty easy.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just, let's get a muzzle trained so that we're all protected. And so day 1, I'm telling her, okay, just, walk around me. I'm sitting on the ground because, like, getting low, you don't want to, like, be hovering over a dog that's scared, right?
Okay.
They feel more comfortable if you're down on their level, right? I'm not trying to use domination like Dog Daddy out there. I don't even like to say the name, and, like, I'm not trying to put him out, like, give him more views. But he's dominating these dogs and putting fear in them to act and behave the way he wants, right? So we're not doing that. What happened with this client, right? She's walking around with her dog Kramer, and for the muzzle training, she had used peanut butter to get him to like the muzzle. And
okay.
she had been doing it for about a week, so he was comfortable with the muzzle when I got there. But there was still a little bit of peanut butter on the muzzle, right? So he's walking around, and he has one moment. I think, like, all I did was, like, move my hand or something, because I was sitting cross-legged, and I just kind of, like, moved my hand to support my back or something. And when I did that, it, like, made him like, insecure. It scared him.
Okay.
And he actually, like, lunged and tried to bite me.
Goodness.
And all I had was, like, some peanut butter on my sleeve.
Yeah,
but that
right.
could have been really, really bad.
Of course.
So that was day 1 meeting Kramer.
Wow.
And then we did the 12-week program, the Rough Riders program, as I call it. And that is not me. But yeah, so we did the rough. Sorry, I was talking to Mikey J.
Yeah,
It's,
no.
it's Raise the Wolf HTX. I'm like,
Yeah, Raise the Wolf HTX.
yeah, there you go, right there. 477 followers. That's what it was. I was like 79. I lost 2 just for saying the F word on here.
No, that's not it.
That's okay though. But anyway, so day 1, Kramer tried to bite me. I remember, like, making a video. I actually tried to find it earlier of me, like, well, there's some peanut butter on my shirt. It could have been a lot worse, because
Right.
I was like, it was on my personal Facebook, and I was, like, cooking something. I was like,
Okay.
I'm making this recipe. I'm like, don't mind this peanut butter. I almost got bit.
Right.
But, like, So that was day 1. We did the 12-week program. We met every other week. So that was 24 weeks total, which is how many months? Help me with math. 12 weeks would have been 3 months.
Yeah, there you go.
So it would have been 6 months that we worked together.
Okay, gotcha.
But they did the 12 session program. So with the 12 session program, we can meet once a week or once every week. So you have 24 weeks to complete it. 9 session, you have 18 weeks. 6 session, you have 12 weeks to complete it.
Got it.
So we worked together for 6 months. And at the end of that 6 months, Kramer's my best friend. There's no more muzzle. He's
Right.
laying on his back. That's the most vulnerable place you can.
For a dog.
Position. Like back with belly up. Like you're giving all that vulnerability to me. Like it took some time. But one of the problems that she had was that she couldn't walk him in the neighborhood, because he would just try and lunge at like kids and people, like her neighbors.
Right.
And so she had a real big issue. Actually, he had bitten her boyfriend at the time. And what had happened is that he like started to aggress, and the boyfriend, doing what he thought was best, backed him up into a corner like, hey, stop. He was like blocking him. But really, like, you're backing a dog into a corner.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're giving me, like, if you backed me into a corner and you were trying to do something to me, I'm going to aggress on you.
Yeah, right.
Like, I'm not going to just let you hurt me. So yeah. Kramer started off, tried to bite me day 1. And then after 12 weeks or 12 sessions, me and Kramer became best friends. And now
Right.
she can walk him in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he don't lunge anymore.
he doesn't have to wear a muzzle everywhere he goes anymore. She has a lot of skill that she
That's
can
amazing.
she can keep honing that skill. And that's the difference, is that I'm teaching you how to train dogs. I'm called a dog trainer, but really I'm a human trainer. I'm teaching you how to train dogs, and that's something no one can take away from you. Any education you get, that's yours. No one can take that away from you. So it's a whole skill that I'm giving you.
Yeah.
And that you can continue to create, more and more awareness of yourself and your abilities, and keep getting better. And
That's
then
huge.
again, you have lifetime support from me.
Right.
So if you're like, hey, Amanda, it's been 2 years since I trained with you, and I forgot when I'm supposed to use my marker word and my release word, or what's the sequence again? Say it, show it, pay it.
Right.
Okay. So that is always free. So yeah, case study right there on the right with the glasses, kind of look like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's on silent though, we can't hear it.
The bottom right. There you go.
About a year ago, they started having some possession aggression problems. They were starting to fight. So I had to separate the dogs, and you can imagine how stressful that is. I wanted the dogs to feel comfortable around each other and reintegrate them. When I met Amanda, she was very positive, stressed the positive reinforcement for the dogs. She taught me how to train them on my own, as well as train with her. She was always available when I had questions. I'm happy to report, after some time training with Amanda, my dogs are reintegrated. They are laying next to each other. They go bathe in the sun together. And they're just all around better dogs. So many things that Amanda has helped me teach my dogs. Not only made my dogs' lives better, but made my life better. I'm so grateful, and I don't really know how to ever express that. If you are looking for a dog trainer, I highly recommend that you go with Raise the Woof. There is a lot of love behind their training, a lot of skill, and they not only help you train your dogs, but they train you. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Raise the Woof.
Dude, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Love her.
Dude.
My name is Marlita, and I want to take a minute to tell you about my
Shout out to Marlita.
Shout out to Marlita. So she's done with her
Wonderful
sessions.
person.
She already did her sessions. She's completely done. Obviously, we heard this positive feedback from her.
Yeah.
But has she reached out to you anymore, or
Just to send me this lovely video.
that
Thank
was
you,
it?
Marlita.
Okay, awesome. No,
Yeah.
awesome. But again, she could obviously,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm always here.
Yeah, right on.
Any questions she has,
That's
She
huge.
could call me right now, and I'd be like, hey, hold on, y'all. I got to go.
That's no. That's
But
huge.
she has 3 dogs. She has 3 dogs: Bash, Bella, and Jax. And Jax and Bash had some issues.
Okay.
And, yeah.
And then y'all fixed
Now
them,
they're
correct?
they're pretty much best friends.
Can I ask
again.
you? This is a little, maybe a little personal, maybe not. But
I noticed on the website there's
Yeah.
not any pricing. Are you comfortable with talking about the pricing?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. It's not.
A secret, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's no secret. So it's different. It depends on what you need, right? We have
Sure.
the three different prices, the three different packages. So the six session program, it's $1,200.
Okay.
9-session program is $1,600, and the 12-session program is $1,900.
Okay.
What that gets you is one-on-one sessions with the trainer. So
Right.
the trainer comes to you
How long?
for an hour. If you have one
hour.
dog, an hour and a half. If it's two, if it's more than 2 dogs, then we have to do separate sessions.
Okay. Is that more money, by the way?
Yes. So it's only $300 extra for a second dog.
Okay.
Because again, we're like training the person,
Sure.
not the dog. I mean, we're training the dog too, but like it's more heavily like I need the person to know what to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So $1,200, $1,600, $1,900 for the 3 programs,
Mm-hmm.
and that can be 6 weeks, 9 weeks, or 12 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
or 12 weeks, 18 weeks, or 24 weeks. You know, if we do every other week.
Got it.
But we have payment methods that fit anyone's financial budget.
Oh, so they
Yeah.
can pay you monthly.
They can pay us. They can do a 6-month payment plan. They can do a pay up front. You know, there's benefits to paying up front. You have no interest. You have no extra payment, no convenience fees. You know, but with entrepreneurs again, let's talk to them, because there's people out there that need to sell high ticket items that maybe people don't have the money for, but
Sure.
maybe they really need.
Yeah.
PayPal credit. So PayPal has an option where people can apply for, say we're going to do the 6-week program
Okay.
or the 6-session program.
Yes.
It's $1,200. They only have $300 right now that they
Yeah.
can put down.
Right.
Okay. So the other $900 that they owe, they can put on PayPal credit. So PayPal credit pays me up front. So I don't have to wait for my money. I don't have to wait. My trainers don't have to wait for their money. They can they can use PayPal credit, and all that is like you create an invoice on PayPal. You have to have a business account with PayPal.
Sure.
You send the invoice to the client, and then you've all seen it.
Yeah.
Pay now, pay later.
Yeah.
PayPal credit.
Right.
You know.
Well, not necessarily PayPal credit. This one I seen was like Assure or something like
Yeah.
that, or Ally Lending or
Yeah.
something, but it was something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it's like 6 months. Last I checked, it was like 6 months, no interest.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So instead of paying that $1,200 up front,
Yeah.
then they can pay it over 6 months.
There you go. And I would dare say that this training is well worth the dollar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's well worth the money.
How much did I pay for this tattoo? Like $2,000, but it's going to be on my body forever. Literally, it's going to be there forever.
Yeah.
Your dog is going to be with you for, on average, 10 years. Paying $1,200 or $1,900, or even if it was $6,000
Sure.
over 10 years, are you
Right.
going to deal with your dog trying to bite your mom every day for 10 years? Or are you going to...
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you got a dog that does some serious damage to a person, you're gonna be paying a whole lot more money than $6,000.
Yeah.
Hospital bills and
you
lawyer
finna get
fees.
sued. Yeah, you about to
Yeah.
get sued like
I mean,
crazy.
and even if it, like, let's talk to the people that aren't so extreme.
Sure.
Like every day that you walk down the street, like your dog is pulling you, and like your arm is sore, or it's frustrating. Like you're paying for that emotionally, maybe
Yeah.
not financially.
Yeah.
So over 10 years, you're not going to walk your dog, so
Yeah.
your dog's not going to be happy. They're going
Right.
to have more behavioral issues.
Right.
They're going to be chewing up more things. They're going to be anxious and scratching on the door, or crying every time you leave, or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's not just a financial investment, but like it's the prevention of this emotional investment that you,
Yeah.
like this sacrifice that you would have to make otherwise. So, it costs a lot of money because it's 7 years of experience, and it's us coming to you, and it's us giving you the game. Like, we're not taking your dog and teaching your dog and then bringing your dog back, because that wouldn't work.
Right.
If you didn't learn anything, your dog's going to revert back to that bad behavior. So, I know it's getting long, like it's almost 5 p.m. at this point. We started, I think, at like 2.
Well,
so,
we got a little late start, but
yeah. So I just wanted to say real quick, next steps for Raise the Wolf, if that's okay. Kind
of course,
segue
yeah, of
into
course.
the end of this,
Yeah.
So next steps for Raise the Wolf is getting a facility. training
Right.
facility, brick and mortar.
Right.
And then expanding that to other places. But right now, the most present thing is that we're looking for a location in the inner loop area of Houston so that we can be as central as possible for our Houston people.
Right.
And what we're going to do there is we're going to be able to have group classes. We're going to be able to have day training. So a lot of people take their dogs to doggy daycare. Doggy daycare, wild and free in one room. Everybody get crazy, go have fun. Instead of that, we're going to have the structured day training. Like, imagine daycare versus school. Like, y'all have
Right.
kids.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think y'all never took your kids to daycare. I don't think y'all did either.
No,
I went straight
pre-K.
into school. But if you think about like daycare, like, you know, it's a little crazy, right?
It can be.
Versus like school where they're sitting at desks
Right.
and they're like walking in a single file line to the cafeteria and like much more structured. You're teaching your kids to be able to work and follow rules in a distracting environment.
Yes.
Right. So that's basically what we're doing. So instead of like the daycare environment where it's kind of wild and free, it's going to be day training where we're training your dog. You drop them off for the day or we pick them up for you and we train your dog during the day. And then you pick your dog up and you take your dog home. And we'll still do in-home dog training because some dogs really need it.
Right.
You can't take a reactive dog that is scared of other dogs straight to a facility where there's a bunch of other dogs. Like,
Right.
that would be too much.
overwhelming.
That's like
Yeah.
putting that spider in Lane's hand. Like, day one. You can't do that. Like, we got to start with the spider over there.
Coffin full of
And-
spiders or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, and
yeah.
you're going to have to give me $100 every time to look at that spider. Like,
right.
then I might be motivated. Like, okay, I'll look at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, give me my honey, you know. So we'll be able to do group classes, day training. We're going to do board and train, but with board and train, like one of the things I used to really be against was board and train.
Okay.
So here's the evolution. Like I'm open-minded. I'm willing to learn.
Yeah.
With board and train, my problem with it was like the person doesn't learn anything though. So now how do I fix that? Well, whenever you do board and train with us, we're going to have a session with you the day you come in. We're going to have a midway session with you with your dog. So you come twice now. That'll
Yeah,
be your second
sorry.
visit. Then end of the training session. And then you get 2 more sessions after that. So you're going to have just as much time with us like as you would with in-home dog training, except for your dog is coming to us. We're training
Right.
with it every single day. Basically, we're doing the homework and the repetition for you.
Right.
But you need to know what to do at home.
Right.
So that you can continue the training. So we'll be able to do the in-home dog training, the mobile dog training, the doggy daycare, day training. It's
Right.
like daycare, but day training.
Got it.
Group classes, and then still we'll do private one-on-one sessions
Got
at
it.
the facility where you can come and bring your dog if you don't want us to come to you.
Sure.
You can come to us.
Sure. Well, you're going to definitely need more staff. That's
Yeah.
for sure. That's what it
Yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah.
You're going to definitely need some trainers to staff that.
Yes. So
That
Lena
location.
will take over she'll be like the head trainer, and then she will train all the other trainers and alongside with me. My whole thing is that I need to be who I am, the CEO of the company.
Yes.
Right. I got to get out there and let people know who we are.
Right.
I need to spread our mission.
Got it.
I need to visualize what the next steps are.
So you actually might not be doing much dog training in the future.
I'm going to be I'm always going to train dogs. Of
course.
Like, I'm always going to have, like, my little personal, endeavors. Like, okay, here's this really badass dog. I need Amanda to, like,
Oh, yeah.
Not that my other trainers
final
couldn't,
boss. No,
couldn't
no.
handle it, but, like, I have to, like, have...
Yeah.
Like, I have to keep doing
Of course.
it. It's
Get
kind
to
of
the
like
main boss.
you, with
Yeah.
your job, or you with your job. Like, you have to still do maybe like the step before you got this job.
Sure.
Or the 2 steps. Every now and then you got to get in there. I'm not there yet, but like,
Right.
People
what
call
is this?
in or something, you step in.
Yeah. I gotta hold the position from above. When there's not a person to cover it, right? So like in the beginning, I was social media manager. I was sales representative. I was customer support. I was the trainer. I was all the things. I had all the hats. I wore so many hats. My head, I was 7 foot tall.
Right.
Like
Abe Lincoln over here.
now, now I'm like, okay, you're this person and you're that person and you're this person, because I can only do so much. I'm only one person.
Right.
I need people that agree and
You can
believe
trust.
in my idea, or like we have alignment in our collective visual, like where we want to be, our dream. So that's the thing. Find those people, teach them what they need to know,
Right.
learn from what they can teach you, and then y'all just like take this shit over.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. So you can go out there, like you said, and do what you need to do as the
Yeah.
CEO. Spread the word, let you know who we are, come to us, that kind of a thing.
Yeah, 'cause
grow
ultimate-
the business.
Ultimately, the like big dream for me is to change policy, right? Where you cannot use shot collars anymore. You cannot use force in training dogs.
Whoa.
And so if I'm going to be able to do that, I need to get in front of politicians. And if I want to have any kind of credibility or if I want someone to listen to me, I got to have some kind of following and some kind of like, people got to know who I am.
Yeah.
I can't just go up to President Biden right now and be like,
Right.
hey, listen, and
Yeah.
like the Black Ops team is going to
Yeah.
take me down before I,
Secret Service. Yeah.
like, I'm going to try and get over
It's that crazy dog lady.
Yeah, trying to get over their fence. Yeah, that's me. But like, I could do that and be unsuccessful and never get anything done. I could be outside. Not that protesting doesn't help. Like,
Sure.
yes, go out there and say what you need to say and do that. Like,
If you're passionate about
absolutely.
it, yeah.
But me standing outside of the White House with a sign is not where I need to be.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be in the White House, or I need to be in the courthouse, or I need to be in front of those people that can make the change that I want to see. So that's the big visual idea. And I can't be that if I'm in Nancy's house training her dog.
Got it.
I need to be.
that. Yeah.
I need to be out there doing my thing. But I'm never not going to train dogs. Like, I'm
Right.
always going to have a dog forever until the day I die. So the dog's going to need to be trained. I'm also always going to be involved in my business and like the runnings of it.
Yes.
So I'm going to be training with trainers and teaching them my methods. But like, that's the whole point. I have to have other people that can do what I do and the way I do it.
Right.
That I can trust.
Yes.
So that's the hard part, I think, is, it's all hard, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
something being hard isn't a reason not to do it.
No, of course not. Of course not. So that's the next step we can see from Raise the Woof.
Yep, the
Wolf,
facility.
is the facility.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a location already, or are you still looking?
Not yet. So
Yeah.
we have some that we like, but the one that we were gonna get, like the most recent, like, okay, we like it.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
do it.
yeah.
The owner decided to go with a restaurant instead. Like, we need more restaurants, right?
Oh yeah. Right.
But
Always.
it's okay because it's, again, like, it's pushing away the ones that weren't going to work, and
Sure.
I believe in like things happening
yeah.
for a reason.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
that's
the hippie in you.
Yeah, that's the hippie. The hood is like, give me the house.
Give me that. Yeah.
Give me that location.
Give me that
and
location.
then the hippie's like, hey girl,
Wasn't
it's cool.
meant to be.
Like, you gonna find it. Yeah. So yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen. It'll be the right place. It'll be great. And look out for the Raise the Wolf location.
That's what I'm
Hopefully we'll
talking
have it
about.
by Halloween. That's my goal.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm not even gonna say hopefully. I'm gonna say we'll have it by Halloween.
There you go. Just throw it out
and
there.
we'll have a grand opening Halloween party
Nice.
with all the doggies in their
And
Halloween
their costumes, of course. You gotta have
start
the dogs in
thinking,
the costumes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
start
Maybe we
thinking
could
what
have
you
a
want to dress.
special on set live broadcast.
I would
Oh,
love
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On location podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about how you want to dress your dog, and like, of course, if you match your dog, y'all do like a couples contest or a couples costume.
Yeah.
That would even be better. A family.
Would,
Yeah,
would it be
yeah.
wrong to dress a dog like a cat?
It might be confusing for cats or other dogs, but
Have you
I
seen
think
the
it'd be
video?
hilarious.
Have you seen the video of the cat barking? Anybody seen it?
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
just YouTube the
Give it to
cat
us.
barking because it is hilarious. I'm talking about rolling on the floor laughing. Hilarious. This cat.
ROFL. Rolf.
It's like pretending to be a dog. I won't spoil the ending,
I
but
think
it's
I've seen
hilarious,
it.
bro.
It's so funny.
Cat barking.
I like how all he did was CA and it's like Cardi. Cardi B.
Cardi B. Just cat pretending
I'm gonna
to be
teach
a
a
dog.
dog to
cat bark-
twerk.
cat barking like a dog. There you go.
Eventually, I'm
Just-
gonna teach a dog to twerk.
We'll use this one to kind of play it. So, yeah, that one right there. All right, so get ready, cue it up, unmute it, do what you got to do. It is by far the funniest video I've
So
seen
confusing.
ever. Yeah. Right, ready?
There we go.
The anticipation is killing me.
I know, right? You got this, Mike
It
and Jay.
muted again.
You got this.
I saw the little X by the.
Oh, no.
it changed up.
right.
It switched up.
Yeah, it was like, wait a minute.
Oh my
Nobody's looking at me.
But I didn't know you
Yeah.
were watching me. Meow.
Meow, meow. I'm actually a cat.
So I can really do a good bark and a good meow.
Yeah.
I might need to step a little bit.
practice.
From
Okay, let's hear it. You got Link's attention.
Okay, so that's like the
Yeah.
big dog,
Oh,
right?
Yeah. Dude, Link's going crazy over here.
Right. All right. So there's a bark. I'm better at the deep, like big dog bark.
Yeah.
It sounds like Link actually when he gets going. You know,
Yeah.
barking at the neighbor's dogs.
Right.
Sorry,
Sounds
Link.
like him.
And then, hold on. I haven't done the cat in a while. No, I can't hear myself.
Okay. Oh, girl.
Okay. But yeah, I'm better at the dogs. You know,
Yeah, no doubt.
makes sense, right?
No doubt.
But yeah, I've. Next thing you know,
Yeah.
I'll have my facility.
Oh man,
Can't wait.
she can speak dog.
Yeah, literally.
I
She's
love
a dog
it.
whisperer.
I love it. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to have you back on again just to get some updates.
Yeah.
But Amanda, I definitely appreciate your time today.
Of course.
Yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up here.
Yeah,
Yep.
sounds good.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
Amanda.
Thank y'all for
All right.
having me.
Go check out Raise the Wolf.
Raise
Yeah.
the Wolf, please go check them out.
Let me teach you how to
We'll-
speak
we'll,
dog.
We'll post all the links and everything in the description below.
Yes.
Be sure to subscribe, like, and share, and all that good stuff. So
Yes.
let's go.
All right. Let's go.
Close them out.
Raise the Wolf. Guys, thanks for watching another episode of Talk of All Trades. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to hit that like button, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications. That way, you don't miss an episode.
And if you would like to be on the podcast, or if you know anyone who would like to be on the podcast to talk about their trade, please feel free to reach out to us at talkofalltradespodcast@gmail.com. Again, hit us up, talkofalltradespodcast@gmail.com. Hope to hear from you.
See you next time.